Who? What?
Let's get on with the show.
Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's Wednesday here on the Daily Blender with your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. Got Harris Hicks in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580 as we broadcast live in our super high-tech and luxurious studios in Scottsdale, Arizona on National Radio Day.
Oh, hey, 10-4, good buddy.
Yep, today is National Radio Day.
Wow.
How much do you know about radio?
Nothing.
You know lots about radio, Randy.
Well, I know how it used to be. I knew stuff, but I don't anymore.
Let's see how much Harris knows. Harris, who
All right,
invented
Harris.
radio?
I have no idea. I couldn't tell
Did you just really? You don't even know the basics? You don't know who
Wasn't
invented the radio?
Was the first broadcast in Pittsburgh?
I didn't ask you
Yeah, but
when and
that
where. I asked you
has-
who
Yeah.
invented radio.
I'm trying to remember. Was it like, am I thinking like KSKA?
It rhymes
or
with
something?
macaroni.
Who, not where. Who?
I know. I'm just trying to think of when.
It
You're,
sounds like
you're not
to give me
answering the
context.
right question.
I
You're
don't know.
answering an imagined question when I'm asking who.
I have no idea. I don't know.
Well, a lot of people think it was Marconi, but it wasn't.
Oh.
Nikola Tesla actually came up with an early design for the radio before Marconi got his hands on
No
it.
way.
But then Marconi was the one who actually
Hmm.
made the stuff work. So
Yeah.
Because a lot of people go, we have the Marconi Awards. That's why the radio awards are called the Marconi Awards. But no, Nikola Tesla, he had it sorted out before Marconi did.
That
And,
Tesla had a lot of things figured out way ahead of time, didn't he?
Yeah, that's the thing that's just incredible to me is when the cars were first invented, they were electric. They were actually
right.
electric cars when they first invented them. And then somebody came along and was like, you know what we need to do? We need to do something that's going to pollute the air really good, because I think people will miss the smell of the horse crap. So we got to give them another smell that ain't great. So how about we, use one of these nifty combustion engines here, and just forget about the electric thing. We're fine. And so then 100 years it took to even get back around to that idea. But
Crazy.
ASU Buddy says WKRP in Cincinnati. That is
No.
incorrect. And again, I'm not asking where or what. I'm saying who. That was the question.
Yeah.
And no, LA kid, it was not my mom. 888-368-1580. Do you know an FM hit the airwaves?
Was it Randy's mom? No.
Wow.
Do I
We
know
know
when
when FM hit the airwaves.
FM hit the.
19.
Is it in the 1900s?
This is going
Oh, it is.
badly for National Radio
Is
Day.
it
19
in the,
I'm gonna guess the
1900?
decade. I'm gonna guess the 40s.
1939.
Oh,
Price is Right
I was
rules. You went
concerned.
over.
30s
You
and
lose. You win
Dang
nothing.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
So, okay, when did the first radio station start streaming on the internets?
Now that was in the 1900s.
Yeah, Randy's right. The 19. Well, yeah, I guess 89.
I'll say $1.
Boy, are you both wrong. It was 1995. And it was
Oh.
actually a Hong Kong radio station that did it in 95.
No way.
Our sister station, Money Radio 1510, that was one of the first streaming radio stations in the United States.
Wow.
Radio Ron was on top of it before anybody else was. He's like, yeah, I think that is the future right there. And so he plugged it in, and there you go. One of the first in the country.
Dang.
So, anyway, happy National Radio Day. I'm just
Yeah.
a little disappointed in both of you.
So it was
Alan
really,
Freed.
It was
Alan
really
Freed.
started in Hong Kong. That was the first one to go to the internet.
Yep.
Wow.
Makes sense.
I guess.
Very techie, very
Yeah,
techie
products.
kind of place. So,
Yeah, a lot of them do come from around there. Yeah.
anyway, so listen, we got to talk some football here in a little bit. So
All right.
I don't have tons of stuff to talk about that's not football, but right now, in case you care, and even if you don't, Diamondbacks are tied up with the Guardians in every way you can think of. The series is tied, and this game is tied. Top of
Yeah.
the 10th with 2 outs. It is tied 2-2. So we will let you know what happens with that, even though it doesn't matter and nobody cares. 888-368-1580. We need 4 people to play in the Misfit League with Harris's dad. I mean, there's other people in there. there's other people. It's not just Harris's dad, but I know that if we don't get that thing filled up, he's just going to complain like about it every day.
Well,
So,
yeah, he will. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he'll start calling us buttheads and stuff like that.
Buttheads. Yeah.
We need 3 people to just go in there and play, and then I need a 4th to play the commissioner team, so I don't have to. So that is what we need. We need 4 people who want to play some fantasy football with some misfits. These are the misfits that were supposed to get into another league, but then they never got into it, and then I had to put somebody else in those leagues, and so now this is like the best of what's left, I guess.
Sure.
So
yeah.
LA Kid says Marconi is widely credited by right now. I'm going to tell you, this was copied and pasted.
Okay.
Very copied and I don't like copied and pasted, LA Kid, but I'll go with it for as long as I care. He says Marconi is widely credited with inventing the radio. Well, he might have invented the modern radio in the state of which we got used to it, but it was Tesla who had the idea, the science on paper. But anyways, Marconi was an Italian inventor who developed a practical system for wireless telegraphy, which is the foundation of radio communication. Yes, all this is true, and we know, but Tesla did it first. Bad Fish says, sign me up. All right, we got one person who will go into, now this is a sleeper platform league. I'm sending you a link. I think somebody in the league invited somebody from the outside. You're not supposed to do that, but since it's the Misfit League, I'm not upset about it. So yeah, there you go. Now we need 3 people. Big George says, hey, I just sent you what you need. Thank you. Legal briefs. It's really nobody's business but my own. Let's see. So
what's wrong with your normal briefs, Jeffco?
Kind of
briefs.
If we're going to be honest, a little itchy.
Yeah.
Use the wrong.
I hear that cornstarch will heal that.
Use the wrong detergent.
Huh?
Beer Nuts says, I'm getting my girlfriend to join. Yeah, okay. Moist One says, his first name is Googly Elmo. Yeah, I didn't even read that part. But yeah, LA Kid said Googly Elmo. Yeah, you're right. Beer Nut says, I will commission the league.
I will commission.
Beer Nuts, you're already in a league. You're already set. You're fine.
Just wants more power, Jeffrey.
Well, no, and by the way, you don't commission the league. See, here's how it works on all of our fantasy football leagues. I am the commissioner, and then I share the team with somebody else so they can run it, so I don't have to run the team. But we definitely do not let the super fans of the Fourth Dimension do any commissioner work whatsoever.
Have you tried that before?
What, letting them commission?
Yeah.
No.
For good reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weed Whacker says, hey, sign me up. There you go. Here comes your invite.
Weed Whacker.
Grand Mariner says, please lift my spirits up today. I am reeling after my Mariners just got swept by the Phillies and lost 2 of 3 to the Mets. Suarez has been a disappointment so far. Moist One, I need a shot of tequila, Randy. Well, we're not serving Moist One. Long story, but we get you some tequila.
All right.
That Grand Mariner.
Is Moist One okay?
Story. What's up with Moist One? He's been kind of quiet these last couple days.
No, he just texted just a second ago.
I know he did, but have y'all noticed?
Why does he not get any tequila?
Last couple days.
Randy, you know why, and I don't want to talk about
I hope he's okay.
All right.
I feel like I shouldn't have to talk about it.
All right.
I mean, that's why I said I don't want to talk about it.
Is it that thing again?
It's kind of the thing. It's that thing plus this other thing that was a thing
the
adjacent.
Other thing?
That
Oh, okay.
All those things plus a little bit of this other thing.
Yeah, okay, I got it.
Lots of things. Lots of things. I like how Harris is pretending like, yeah, oh yeah, I get it.
I have no idea.
You have
what y'all
no
are
idea what we're talking about.
No.
Yeah. Moist
That's
One's
the
a
thing.
mysterious figure.
You would have thought he would have learned from the last time, but
he does need a shot of penicillin. Can you help him out with that?
Oh, yeah.
Bad Fish says, Randy, that beard's looking effing great, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
It is a great beard. I'm telling you, that is his ship's captain beard. That's what I'm calling it. The ship's captain.
Yeah, mateys.
Sounds like Patchy the Pirate.
We got lots to deal with today. We got lots to deal with.
We got some family business. What do we got going on?
No, what are you talking about?
Do we have
Talking
to?
about,
Is today the day for Harris or what?
Daily Blender type stuff.
Oh,
Randy,
oh.
you know damn well we only fire people around the holidays.
Or on Fridays.
That's great. That's
on
how
payday.
people prefer it most. Right.
Yeah, Fridays on payday.
We had a stretch where we fired people almost every year on Thanksgiving.
Oh,
It wasn't great, I'll be honest, but the
No.
timing was it was accidental. Then we realized it. We're like, we are monsters. It was horrible.
why do you think it was always around Thanksgiving? Is there a reason?
Because they're monsters. Didn't you hear him?
No. We're monsters. Yeah. Not the people
Oh.
we're firing. Well, sometimes they
Oh.
were. Sometimes they were.
Well, they had it coming.
Fish Tank says, Randy, you should grow the beard until an Arizona team wins the championship.
Maybe
You
I
want the
will.
trip over it? Come
His
on,
beard
man.
will be on the ground. Yeah.
Maybe I will.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Diamondbacks went to the World Series. Suns went to the championship. So it's like we're getting there. We're getting there. But
Then-
it just
then
seems
there's
like
Then
you
there's
can't get
always
past it.
there's always the coyote. Never mind.
Meet. Rocky Mountain High says, I got some spare penicillin if anyone needs it. I got some off the streets of Colorado Springs. Wait, now explain something to me, Rocky Mountain High. I heard that Denver was a little rough, but Colorado Springs was very safe. I that's what I heard. I don't know
Oh.
if that's true anymore. Stone Beaver says, I'm a Mariners fan too. Until Portland gets a new expansion baseball team, everyone has been talking about that the last few days, by the way. Portland Beavers would be a great name for a team. The Portland Beavers. I don't know. Can you share it with the college team, though?
The Portland. Yeah, no, that wouldn't happen. Could you wait, expansion team for baseball? Okay. I see. I just
I feel like we're all sort of like it's like we're trying to run through oatmeal right now. I think we're all just tired. We're all just a little bit slow.
a little bit.
Just
bit.
a little.
Yep.
What's that, Big George? For real? Diamondbacks won 3-2.
Hey, then they took the series from the Cleveland Guardians, and they're on their way.
That'll be enough, Randy. Randy, tell your beard to calm down.
What?
Tell your beard to calm down.
Maybe you could shave the beard. No, it won't happen. They're probably not going to win a championship for a little bit.
You know, it's really probably jinxing us is that stupid mustache you've got.
You know,
Yeah, that's what it is.
You know, you say that, but it's been how long since an Arizona team has won the championship?
Triple H,
24 years.
let's just talk for a moment.
You were born in
as a-
2001.
I'm hearing you.
You're the
as a-
problem.
As the commissioner of the Facial Hair Club on this radio show, I need
Yes.
to share with you that mustache has no power. There's no power in that mustache.
Zero.
See,
My
I beg to differ.
recommendation, shave that baby off, okay, and then keep shaving every day, and then watch what happens in about a year, and all of a sudden
Mhm.
that thing will come in like a big old beaver pelt.
What was your actual you're a 2001 kid, right? Or
Yeah.
just 2000?
2001,
What month?
June.
Well, he was alive when we got the championship.
I
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
I was alive.
Technically,
Yeah,
we came
technically.
close until you put on that
Not-
dumb mustache.
You know, I think ASU is probably Arizona's best shot at a championship right now.
I
It's
don't
ASU
think so.
football.
I don't think so. I think that they were in the top 4. Great. Suns went to the championship. Great. Diamondbacks went to the championship. Great. The Cardinals, it's been about 16, 17 years, but
Yeah.
they went to the championship.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just we can't get quite all the way there for some reason.
I'm more so just saying, like, right now.
I'm
at
just
this
willing to
very
blame
moment.
Harris.
But in a year, that could change. You know, things change quickly.
I feel like we could get a hashtag blame Harris going pretty easily.
Hey, I also am really high on ASU football this year. I think they're going to be really
Everything
good.
that goes wrong between now and the time Harris shaves off the mustache,
yeah.
anytime you're on social media, I want you to say, oh my God, I lost my job. Hashtag blame Harris.
Hmm.
I don't know why you want to pick on the youngster today, Jeffco.
It's
honestly,
the mustache. I'm
well,
just
it's
saying.
mustache. The
Or just
mustache. I can
hashtag
understand.
blame
The
Harris's mustache.
Wait,
mustache
there it
is
is.
here to
Blame-
stay.
People will want to put an apostrophe.
Blame
and
my
that'll mess up the
Blame
hashtag.
the just blame the mustache.
See, you wouldn't
And-
believe what
and
the
we'll
lady
know what
said.
it is.
She because women notice this just more than guys do. She said a lot of women were checking out the old mustache at church the other day. Just saying.
You know what they're
Just
thinking?
saying.
They're like, where did that
Ew.
child get the
Oh.
fake mustache? And why would he wear it to church?
Party said he's got some really good ones.
Moist One says, that mustache is great. I can't read the rest of it. It's so bad. That is horrible.
Well, thanks, Moist.
That
One.
is so horrible, Moist One. What the hell?
Is it like a?
Oh, it's bad.
It's bad.
It's bad.
All right.
The Beeve says, they were definitely making fun of Harris. Yep. He says, by the way, in the league, in League 4, do I need to put my username first? Seems like everybody has a nickname. No, you're supposed to have your team name in there, visible. Team name visible, but also have it your real name in there somewhere, because I got to keep track on my spreadsheet and stuff. Good Lord. Moving from the NFL.com to Sleeper, this had better have been worth it.
You
That's
know,
all I'm going to say.
You questioned, a couple months ago, like, am I starting this process too early? It's probably too early. Well, not the case, because this has been a nightmare.
Yeah, we're
You were
about
on it.
2 weeks before the beginning of the season.
And you were on it. Like,
Yeah.
if they think about it, if you started later, would this process would there even be a fantasy league this year if you started this later? So you were on it.
I'm just thinking about that. And I don't know why you bring it up, but just thinking about that makes me want to just get naked and walk into the ocean.
Hey,
That's
good
it.
feeling.
Wise guy says, hey, Harris, if you were in my crew, I would have forced you to shave that mustache off months ago.
Yeah,
If you
see?
did not comply, I would
Yeah,
find you swimming with the fishes.
they have
I-
a code. They have a
Capiche?
code. Yeah.
Can I kick it?
Yes,
you
you
can.
can.
Says blame Harris for all those Tennessee championships and his 7-Eleven stash. 7 hairs on one side, 11 on the other.
That was freaking funny.
Clammy Goose
good one.
says the church grandmas love a sparse young stash.
You ain't wrong.
Weed Whacker says, I'm a high school football coach and have a game Friday of the draft. Is it okay to auto draft, even though I know everyone hates an auto drafter? Not great. No, it's not great.
But if you have an excuse,
Well, you know what? Let's just put a pin in that conversation, Weed Whacker. It's not great, but I mean, you do what you got to do. Sir Drives a Lot says, great philosophy. Blame the data pillar on Harris's face for everything.
the data pillar,
Data pillar. Okay.
the data pillar.
What's a data pillar?
A caterpillar that has kids?
I don't know.
This mustache ain't got no kids, man. It's going to be a little bit. We'll just say that. We're not at that stage of life yet.
Rocky Mountain High says Colorado Springs is safer when it comes to property crimes.
Hmm.
There are more murders and serial killers in Colorado Springs, but it's mostly amongst family, so you should be okay.
Wow.
It's not the Colorado I remember.
Wow.
Wow.
Badfish says, giving them their thanks. There's the door. Happy holidays.
He's talking about us firing people on Thanksgiving for a few years in a row.
Oh, yeah.
Dang,
I'd already
a few
forgotten.
years in a row? I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
know if it was
Yeah.
just two.
Several, I think, is
Yeah,
more
several.
What
appropriately
the
the word.
heck? What
was-
happens
it
over
was more than
Thanksgiving?
3.
Is there some
Yeah.
big event?
No, it just
We don't we
our
don't
patience
take
ran out.
kindly to a-holes around here.
Your patients just ran?
They were on our last nerve.
Oh, shoot.
Harris, remember the other day we were talking and I said, I have fired a lot of people,
I do. I do remember
but
that.
I also have not fired a lot of people. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you never know what you're going to get. Heavy Metal Maniac says, which franchise has the most championships in the state of Arizona?
It's
Oh, my
the
goodness.
Rattlers followed by the Mercury.
Oh, yeah. Is it really? Rattlers
Yes.
followed by the Mercury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just going to start just unbuttoning my
Yep.
shirt, start walking into the ocean.
Man, I think that's going to be it for the show on that note. Oh,
After the
I think-
break, we're going to
I think
network.
we can go home. I
Probably.
think we might as well just go
Depressing
home.
as hell.
That's depressing. Yeah.
You know what, Moist One, I'll tell you what,
Dang.
we will talk about the Mariners when we come back.
Oh,
Some other
yeah.
things that
Yeah.
needs to be mentioned. We're going to talk a little NASCAR. We're going to talk a few different things before we get into the football. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
The Daily Blender is streamed live on YouTube. Search 1580 The Fanatic to watch.
Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated the best hearing aids of 2025 by Forbes Health, Audion Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, starting at just $98 a pair.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aids.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed.
Join over 1 million happy customers by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
Chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more, can make me feel like a spectator in my own life.
Botox, onabotulinum toxin A, prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine. It's not for those with 14 or fewer headache days a month. It's the #1 prescribed branded chronic migraine preventive treatment.
Prescription Botox is injected by your doctor. Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, including ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
Why wait? Ask your doctor, visit BotoxChronicMigraine.com, or call 1-800-44-BOTOX to learn more.
Gain a global perspective and specialized skills that many of today's top employers are seeking with an MBA from University of Maryland Global Campus. Study online and complete your degree in just 16 months for about $21K. Choose from MBA specializations in global business, marketing, HR, finance, and more. No application fee if you apply by September 3rd. Learn more at umgc.edu. That's umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
To all my friends in Arizona, you don't need Gary Kaltbaum to tell you that your power costs are going up astronomically year after year. Last year, APS had a huge rate increase, which impacted so many families. This year, it's SRP's turn. There is a good chance that the federal solar tax credit, your hard-earned federal tax dollars that you will receive and that pays 30% of your solar system, may be going away at the end of December. But I'm here to tell you about the Solar Sandy solution. Don't regret not going solar now. The Solar Sandy solution strives to achieve zero power bills, or very close to zero. And for over 10 years, my friend Solar Sandy has been helping Arizona families and getting them the federal and state tax credit that helps pay for it. When those bills go up, there's nobody helping you pay your increased power bills. So go to AskSolarSandy.com. That's AskSolarSandy.com and fill out her kilowatt worksheet today. That's AskSolarSandy.com.
A Numbers Game features longtime radio personality Gil Alexander, who takes you on an insider's tour through the numbers and the world of analytics, featuring interviews from today's top insiders and Gil's own takes based on his understanding of sports and betting in an entertaining and comfortable fashion. Catch A Numbers Game with Gil Alexander, Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. on Arizona Sports Betting Station, 1580 The Fanatic, and at 1580thefanatic.com.
Today's Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. Can I tell you what's been just cracking me up lately? Is these videos, they're absolutely AI. But these things happening, like crazy things happening, right? Like I just saw one where a tree falls down across this road and the guy hits the brakes, and all of a sudden from the other side of the tree, this grizzly bear jumps over, comes up to the camera, and then flips the bird. I just love the ones where the random animals are just finding the camera and then flipping the bird.
Yeah.
Have you seen these?
I've seen. They're everywhere.
Oh, it is so fun. I don't know why it cracks me up so much, but it always gets me.
Because it's funny.
I guess.
Why. Yeah.
It reminds me of that ball player. Now I have a video version of this now someplace, but I don't have it ready. But remember that, Randy?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. That is always one of my favorite things. I can always get Randy to crack up on that.
Oh yeah. I laugh at that every time I see it.
And then there's this Jets fan right here.
Oh, that guy's been through it.
Yeah.
He's been through it.
I don't blame him one bit.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, I just was sitting there looking at my phone and trying to cheer myself up over my Colts problems, over our sports in Arizona being what they are. But I mean, hey, okay, Diamondbacks won a game. Hooray. So we got a lot of stuff to do, so we won't take a whole lot of time doing these other things. But the wise guy says, hey, Harris, when you get fired on Turkey Day, you will always have a job waiting for you at the data center in South Phoenix. Pays well, but you have to do some hits for us on the side, if you know what I mean. Capiche?
I don't know what you mean, wise guy. I don't know if I want to know. But thank you for the offer.
Just smile nicely.
Smile and
then
nod.
leave town
You know,
immediately.
wise guy, I wouldn't be shocked if he's on that FBI's most wanted list. You know, he could be in it with the mafia.
No,
Probably
you don't ever
shouldn't
say that.
speak
Yeah.
about anything to do with the
No.
wise guy.
No.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
No.
Quiet Cannon says there's speculation that Harris's mustache is really as a caterpillar. There's hope that it would become a butterfly and maybe fly away someday.
I don't think it's a caterpillar. As a matter of fact, it's got a little Fu Manchu characteristic to it. It bends down nicely at the corner of his mouth.
You should probably
thank you, Randy.
You should probably just like from here, just shave that part here and anything below there.
Yeah, as a long time, a 60-year veteran, 50-year veteran of mustache wearing. Yeah, take it off unless you're going to go with the Fu Manchu and just let it go on down. And then let it go on down, man. Be proud of it.
I'm going to take it.
Take it off right at the corner of the mouth, like Jeffrey said.
Don't let it hang down. Get it right there. Get it right there.
I'm going to take it one play at a time, guys.
What?
Take it one play at a time.
He just said absolutely nothing. He just said nothing to us.
Speak to us.
One play at a time. Yeah.
We're on to Cincinnati.
Wilbur
Hey,
says,
man.
sounds like Jeffrey needs a Snickers bar. I probably do. I'm a little tired today. I think we're all a little tired today. I mean, it is Wednesday, by the way.
Yeah, it is Wednesday, middle of the week. And not once. Did anybody have tacos last night on Taco Tuesday? Anybody?
No.
Mm.
What did I have?
Mm.
I don't remember what I had. Oh, I know what we had. Salad. We had salad for dinner.
See, you were kind of close. You had lettuce, right? So
Everything I needed for actually, there's chicken in there too. So everything I needed for a taco.
There you go.
But it was salad.
You should have said, "Excuse me, honey," and then gone and got you some taco shells and just thrown
You know what,
all that
though?
right in the taco shell.
I enjoy a nice salad every now and then because I also enjoy that it gets the trains moving. If you know what I mean.
Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Donnie says, if you guys were a fan of the Chicago Bulls doc, the Cowboys doc on Netflix is just as good, if not better. Yeah, I've seen some clips of that where, Jimmy Johnson was talking about how everybody got mad at him for not giving them food on the plane. Jerry Jones was explaining why they traded away Herschel Walker for 5 guys. But the thing was, the fine print in the contract was, well, if we release those 5 guys, we get their draft picks. And they got a crap ton of draft picks, and that's how they got Emmitt Smith. So, there is some history there.
Yeah,
I
so
guess.
I watched. I'm only through episode 1. It is looking to be one of the best sports documentaries I've ever watched. Like, they did a phenomenal job. So they explain how Jerry Jones bought the Cowboys. Do y'all know of this story?
Oh, yeah, I know the story. In fact, I heard it on Landman when he was sitting there talking to John Hamm in his bed.
Yeah. So for those that don't know, Jerry
Are you
Jones.
really going to tell the story now?
He was $50 million in
He's going
debt.
to tell the story now.
I'll just say it in like 10 seconds. He was $50 million.
Well, are
in
you
debt.
sure you're not just doing spoilers? But people might want to watch this.
Okay. I mean, I just wanted to explain the story.
Maybe,
but that's
don't
fine.
don't spoil it, man.
Get your damn act
Okay.
together.
Don't spoil it for him.
If this is a
Jerry
really
even
great
said.
documentary, I have to stop you on the spoiling.
Okay.
Otherwise,
like
I would let you tell the story.
A lot of people know about the Jerry Jones stuff, but I won't
don't
explain
think so.
more. I won't
Yeah,
explain
I
more.
don't think
Hamilton
so.
Porter
I'm
says,
really good.
Jack with you today.
if they don't interview Del Hellestree, then it isn't the greatest documentary about the Cowboys.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well,
I like to take the ball in between my legs, and I'd like to send it far back.
long
That's great,
snapper.
Dale. Thank you.
Long
You know
snapper,
what they did though? They explained the Tom Landry firing like really well. Like how big of a deal that was, and Jerry just buying the team and making himself the GM, like unheard of in sports. So they talk about that too and do a really good job. It's a great documentary.
They talk about the bags and bags and bags of cocaine that was in the locker room.
Well, he hasn't gotten that
haven't
far
gotten
in the
that
show
far
yet.
yet.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
haven't gotten
All
that
right.
far.
Which episode is cocaine? Episode?
All of them.
I don't know.
When Michael Irvin gets to the team,
Oh, that's a good
bags
point.
and
So
bags
80
and
what?
bags of cocaine
Yeah.
showed up. Yeah.
Sharp Cat says maybe Harris should get his resume ready to send to these guys down the dial. He'll probably need an intern around Thanksgiving. I wouldn't do that to Harris. Send him down to who you just said.
No.
Hamilton Porter says Hank Hill
Thanks,
should
Shepard.
narrate the whole thing. Damn it, Bobby! I'm trying to read a documentary. Wise guy says, whoa. Hey, Harris, who said anything about the mafia? Huh? We are independent contractors for tax purposes. Do you understand?
No. Actually, yes, I do. I understand.
Harris will never learn. Sir Drives a Lot says, hey, Diamondbacks win. Too bad they need like 93 more wins to matter. That's true. Wilbur says, can I tell you how much I don't care about a Dallas Cowboys documentary? There's a lot of people that feel that way. And I know Randy is no fan of the Cowboys, but you can't deny the entertaining history behind where they were and how they got to now.
Oh, absolutely. I think it's intriguing, very interesting. It should be a good watch. Yeah.
I don't want to be that guy, but
Harris,
can
can I
Mr.
just say
Wilbur
this?
watch a
Then don't.
documentary?
Then don't, kid.
Harris,
Then don't.
Harris, you just are that guy. So stop saying you don't want to be that guy.
He?
Lean into being that guy.
Yeah, it was just
Own being
just
that
a
guy.
question that I had for Mr. Wilbur. He
Yeah,
can get
he'll-
picked on sometimes. I was
He'd
just
listen
making
to it, probably have someone describe things. How do you describe Jerry Jones's face? If they have never seen The Crypt Keeper, how would they understand that?
Yeah.
That's a hard thing to have to do is explain some of these people.
But Randy, you made a great point on the history, man. It's intriguing to see.
How do you explain to a blind guy Troy Aikman's face when you can't explain what a camel looks like to a blind guy? You see what I'm saying?
Oh, I do see what you're saying. Yeah.
This is on Netflix?
It's on Netflix.
Okay.
It's really good, man.
Are all episodes out, or is it a thing where they're making you wait every
I
week?
think all episodes are out. I only got through one, so I don't know.
All right.
Yeah.
No spoilers. Let's just let everybody enjoy it, and then we can go into detail. Let's give them a chance. How long do you have to give people? I know for TV shows, you don't ever want to spoil TV shows till it's been around like 10 years. So for a documentary, though, like when we were talking about The Last Dance, we didn't want to give any spoilers.
Sure.
I'm not sure how long do you have to wait before you can talk about a documentary.
Well, TV's a different medium.
10 years is a long time.
A documentary is just history, so I think less time.
We know
for
what
documentary.
happens because it's out there.
I think if we're talking about it on the air, if we're all three watching it and we're discussing it, and it makes a good radio fodder, then I would say, look, if you don't want to know what happens, then tune out now. Or
no. We
go
don't
into
have enough
another room.
ratings for that
What's that?
nonsense. We don't
What's
have
that?
the ratings for that.
What?
We don't have the ratings to tell people to tune away, Randy.
Well, then
so I say
would
we wait a week or two.
say 10 years. Yeah.
10 years.
I think a couple of weeks. I
Hey.
think we can compromise on this.
Netflix, we talked about ESPN's, possible downfall a couple times. And Netflix is killing it with these sports documentaries. And ESPN used to be like old days of 30 for 30 with Bill Simmons. They made amazing stuff. And Netflix now, The Last Dance, the 30 for 30. Oh, not The Last Dance. The Cowboys documentary. Any
Except for
Given
5
Saturday.
years in between, right?
Goodness gracious.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of time in between, so I don't think I'm going to give them the crown of best documentary makers when they're not cranking them out any quicker. Heavy Metal Maniac says they say Michael Irvin snorted so much cocaine he snorted the white lines on the football field. I don't know. Maybe they made
Maybe.
the white lines out of cocaine for convenience, so they'd stay at the stadium during the game. Nobody leaves. Hamlin Porter says it's similar to how we all hate the Lakers, but a documentary about Showtime Lakers, that'd be fascinating. Well, they did that
There is one out
biopic show. I've never seen it, but I heard it's pretty good. Although Jerry West was pissed about it. He's like,
That's right.
that ain't reality. He was mad about it. They made him look like an angry drunk.
There's always somebody like Scottie Pippen in The Last Dance. Remember that? He wasn't too happy about that. So there's always somebody,
Well,
depends
it's a-
on who is really curating the narrative.
Yeah.
You know, if
Yeah,
somebody went in
for
there
sure.
to say, here's the truth, but
Yeah.
there was no Michael Jordan with editing control, if
Yeah.
there was no Jerry Jones with editing control, if
Right.
there was no person involved with editing control, then you'd have like, well, it doesn't matter if you're mad. This is a
Yeah.
factual documentary. But once you have the entities involved, well, somebody's going to get butthurt.
Yeah, and I'll tell
Because
you,
everybody's got to be the hero, right?
right. And one thing that's so fascinating about the Cowboys is the owner is literally the president and the GM, and his kids all have prevalent roles in the organization. So how decisions are made is so much different than any other sports franchise on the face of the earth. So
What, you mean
that's
like
one
they have
thing.
like a family meeting or something?
There's like his daughter
All right,
plays a
everybody
big
meet in
part.
the family room.
Yeah, his son, both of his sons play a big part. He's obviously the owner, GM, and president. So, oh my gosh, he gets into how he hired Jimmy Johnson too. That was crazy. That was pretty nuts. So I won't spoil, but that's super interesting. It's just a great documentary and a really intriguing story.
All right. Well, if you're bored, everybody go watch it on the Netflix.
Yep.
What's it called again?
Cowgirls.
Cowgirls?
Gosh, what is it called? America's Team, I think. Let me look up, see what it's called to confirm.
Sir Drives a Lot says, with all that cocaine, every game the Cowboys played in the 90s was probably a snow game.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Moist One says, I asked AI to sum up my favorite movie.
Oh.
I'm going to have to read that off air before I even think about even reading any of that. But his favorite movie is Sausage Party. Grand Mariner says, what were the Moist One's thoughts on the Mariners? Oh, you know what? I've got a Mariners thing here, and I don't have time to probably get to it, although he did mention the Mariners earlier. He said gave up 20 hits in 2 of the games versus the Phillies and ended up 2-10 on the road trip. Makes me want to shove a pizza cutter right up my
By the way, it's called America's Team and the Gambler and His Cowboys. So
that's a long title.
America's
I hate
Team,
long
the
titles.
Gambler and His Cowboys. I suggest y'all watch it. Also, whose favorite movie was Sausage Party?
Moist One, of course.
That was my favorite movie in like middle school.
Mr. Wilbur says, I
Oh.
can't wait for the documentary that describes how the blender came to be and how Mr. Wilbur, and I repeat, it's Mr. Wilbur came to be.
Huh?
Well, yeah, you'd have to tell us how you ended up blind.
When a man loves a woman and the woman loves the man, the two of them get together
Yeah.
and they start a relationship.
Yeah.
And about the third date, what happens is,
If you're Travis Kelce, for sure.
What's that?
Third
Yeah,
date.
by the third
Yeah.
date,
Wow.
you have copious amounts of passionate sex, and the rest is history.
Third date? Really?
Well, I mean, according to Travis Kelce.
Oh, yeah.
That's what Travis was saying. But he said that back in 2016. He's matured since. So
Now it's the fourth date.
yeah, probably the fourth. He's got a stretch. 888-368-1580. Sir Drives a Lot says, Randy, love has nothing to do with it. What's love got to do with it? Grand Mariner says, I'm frustrated too with the Mariners, but I don't want to shove a pizza cutter anywhere. Yeah, I don't. It's every individual results may vary. Grand Mariner. Tell you what, when we come back, I do have something about the Mariners to tell you. Maybe it's good news for you. I don't know. We'll see. And then we got to get to some damn football. It's a Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Miss any part of the Daily Blender?
Radio and the internet.
Download the free podcast at 1580thefanatic.com.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems like snoring, aches and pains, hot sleep, or even an old saggy mattress that can keep you up at night. And our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now get a king bed for a queen price, plus a free adjustable base with select Sealy mattresses. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing a lawyer, but getting some guy who just watches courtroom dramas.
How does the defendant plead?
Guilty. Wait, what? Also, objection.
You object to what?
Erroneous.
Counsel, approach the bench.
Hey, can I get a whack at the gavel?
You wouldn't settle for just any lawyer, so don't settle for just any insurance. Get the real deal with State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Whether you're betting in person or online in Arizona, double check before you place your bet. Verify your gaming operator. Make sure the sportsbook or casino is regulated at gaming.az.gov/check-your-bet. Using a regulated operator gives you important player protections, access to secure payments, the ability to file dispute if needed, and responsible gaming tools and resources. Protect yourself. Protect your bet. Head to gaming.az.gov/check-your-bet to learn more about regulated gaming in Arizona. This message is sponsored by the Arizona Department of Gaming.
2025 NASCAR Championship Weekend. October 31st through November 2nd. Experience the thrill of NASCAR racing at Phoenix Raceway. October 31st, it's the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series Championship. November 1st, it's the NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship. And it all culminates with the NASCAR Cup Series Championship on Sunday, November 2nd. This event will sell out. Go to PhoenixRaceway.com for more. Don't miss the NASCAR Championship Weekend at Phoenix Raceway. Get your tickets now.
We talk sports. 1580 The Fanatic.
Today, Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. I was going to tell you, since I heard that NASCAR promo, that the new schedule is out for NASCAR's 2026. Yep. And there's a new street race, but other breaking news has just broken. I find this interesting. Let me tell it before I read it. Remind you, if a coach is maybe feeling the hot seat, a lot of times, this happens a lot more in the NFL, they will start to fire some coordinators. You know what I'm saying? They have to show, it's like, oh, it's not me, it's that guy, right? And so then they'll end up firing a guy saying, oh, we're working on fixing the problem, sir, you know? Well, here's the news. George just sent it over. Breaking news. Torey Lovello has just announced at his post-game press conference that Sean Larkin has been removed from the third base coach's role. He says they haven't decided who's going to take over for the rest of the season. And so there you go. I guess another Diamondback runner got gunned down pretty badly at home today. So I guess they've lost confidence in Sean Larkin.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow,
this has happened before. I mean, it's not the first time. Remember, what game was it? It was the Padres when the Diamondbacks had someone on third and Larkin, he had a clear pathway to home. And Larkin was like, no, don't go. That's when, things started to really turn.
Sir Drives a Lot says, yeah, that guy needed to go. Well, so does Lovello. But hey, what do I know? 888-368-1580. So the one thing about the Mariners that I have, not really about your troubles, but maybe this is good, maybe this is bad, depends on how you look at it.
Yeah.
Remember we talked about Victor Robles, who chucked his bat at the pitcher who plunked him in the minors?
Yeah.
Well, he got a 10-game suspension. That's pretty short. I feel like that is a pretty short suspension for tomahawking your bat at a guy. Somebody who actually did make contact that got, I think, 50 games. So 10 for just chucking the bat seems like he got off pretty easy. But here's the other thing. He's appealing. So he still gets to play until that process is complete. So, of course, now he's also, working out that injury. So the suspension would be effective his first day returning to the Mariners active roster. So 10 games is all he gets, and if he appeals it and they carve off a few more, that is a very teeny little penalty for tomahawking your bat right at a pitcher.
Yeah. I've never agreed with punishing based on the result and not the act. So I believe that regardless of if you hit him or not, that if you did the same thing and it was aimed at with the same intention, that you should get to the same rate of suspension. So I'm going to be in the minority there with that process, but that's how I see it. You think 10 games is too little, Jeffrey?
I think it's too little. Here's the thing. I didn't see how close did he get. He might have said, I threw the bat in frustration, but it was not specifically in the direction of the pitcher. Now, if you look at the video, you can see that. Well, that's the kind of thing in appeal that maybe, could make a difference in how many games.
Yeah, they always appeal to. People will. And keep in mind, 10 baseball games, 10 games may seem like a lot. It's the equivalent of one football game. So it's not as much as you think it would be. So minor suspension, kind of a slap on the wrist, but not ideal for someone that got sent down to AAA.
Moist one, why are you saying rest in peace, Alan Arkin? He died like 2 years ago. You just now finding out? It's a weird day. Today's going to be a weird day. It's not going to be like a Friday show. This is like a sort of a weird show.
All right.
So earlier I was telling you, Randy, how NASCAR has added a street race in the Chicagoland is back.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They're reopening after a 6-year hiatus. So, but they're switching back to the track there in Joliet.
Well, that's because their street race in downtown Chicago didn't pan out well. So instead of losing more money and putting these overweight cars on a street track in the middle of Chicago, they'd rather make some money and go back to Joliet. I'm sure that's what it was. Nobody wanted that to happen. And looking through this new schedule that dropped today,
well, the new street course is San Diego.
Yeah, it's on the naval base at Coronado Island, San Diego. You're right.
Okay.
Even better if they were like doing, shelling them.
They have a race on the Navy base.
Kind of
random
F-18s coming in and kind of shooting the machine guns at them as they're racing. That would be a lot of fun right there. Yeah.
That would be
now you have my attention.
Strafing runs on the NASCAR guys as they're out there racing. Yeah.
And you have to aim for the tires.
Yeah.
You do it.
Oh, yeah.
You have to aim for the tires.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I like that they can the Chicago street race. I love that very much.
Yeah.
I don't know what San Diego looks like. I will say that this cookout clash that they have at Bowman Gray Stadium, I think that is a lot of fun, and that is something that goes back to the roots and traditions of NASCAR. It is a short little track. And these guys have a lot of fun out there. You can tell. That's on February 1st. That is the Clash. Remember, it used to be at the Los Angeles Coliseum. Now they've moved it to Bowman Gray Stadium, and they have worked out all the logistics there. And I think that was a great thing. A week, 14 days before the Daytona 500. So that happens, and they've moved some dates around, some people around, like the Circuit of the Americas. That's the Formula One track in Austin. The guys will be out there March 1st instead of later in April or May. They've made some adjustments. They've got some heavy hitter races back to back, like they have Darlington March 22nd, followed by Martinsville, followed by Bristol. So that's like a triple header of tracks, of traditional tracks. Then they go to Kansas. Then it's Talladega, Texas. And if you like high speed, you're going to want to watch the Talladega and Texas race. The All-Star race, of course, as it always is at Dover this year again. And they're doing that on the 17th. On the 24th, it's the Memorial Day special, the 600, the Coke 600 from Charlotte Motor Speedway, and Nashville becoming a prime stop on the circuit. So
in Mexico City becoming a nonstop. They will not be going to Mexico City this year.
We'll not be going to Mexico City.
And because they got the World Cup going there, so they can't
Okay.
go.
So it's
and
not long term.
then that's why Chicagoland and San Diego got what they got was the removal of Mexico City from the schedule.
Randy, I feel like NASCAR having a race at a San Diego Navy base in Coronado is a great move for them because now, correct me if I'm wrong, but NASCAR's fan base is very into the military. Right?
Yes, I would say the core fan base. Yeah.
And so I think that I feel like NASCAR these last 10 years, because NASCAR used to be like the thing in the 2000s, 90s. I feel like they've sort of gone away from appealing to that core fan base in the 2010s and 2020s and stuff. And so them having a race at a Navy base, I feel like that's really good for the sport.
Yeah. I can't wait to see how they're going to set it up. Obviously, it's not going to be an oval. It'll be some sort of a road race, but it's at a naval base. I think that is a win for NASCAR. I think instead of having it in the streets of Chicago, they tried to force something. It didn't work out. They've gone back to Chicagoland, where the NASCARs belong. They don't belong on the city streets, downtown Chicago somewhere. So I kind of don't mind the races at like Watkins Glen and Sonoma and some of the other places that are like they're road courses. They're not Austin, obviously. They're not street courses, and having it at the naval base, I think, is something new and something that's going to hit a chord with the NASCAR audience. And the other thing, Jeffrey, that is amazing, Fox Sports will carry the first half of the season again. Then Prime Video, Amazon getting into it. Prime Video will cover, 2, 4, 5 races. And then TNT Sports, the USA and NBC will cover the rest of the
That sounds like a damn mess.
Well, it is, because the NBC Sports Network is no longer. And remember, that was a couple of years ago, and it has been a mess this summer trying to find where the race is, on what channel. Is it on TNT? Is it on USA? Is it on NBC? Where is it at? So you really need to check your listings. Yeah. You
Thank God for Google, because you're going to need to Google to tell you where they are if you're looking for these races.
And of course, next year, Phoenix will not have the championship race for the first time in, I think it's 3 years. However, Phoenix will have an October race. It's a playoff race. October 18th will be the Phoenix date. Then they go to Talladega. Then they go to Martinsville, and then they finish up at Homestead, which I still think is a pit of a track. It's just. Oh my God! It's in a swamp. They could have done. Why didn't they have the championship race at Martinsville or Talladega? Why did they have to go to Homestead, Miami?
I don't know. Why didn't they just leave in Phoenix where everybody liked it?
Well, they could have. Why don't they have it in Charlotte? I mean,
Coke 600. Yeah.
I don't know.
The texts on the text line now. Surprise at Alan Arkin's death. NASCAR. And the Mariners. So
you better read that Mariners thing, man.
Yeah. I'll take it in the order they came. Moist one says 10 games is a big deal because if the Mariners activate Robles, then they lose a roster spot for those 10 games and have to play a man down. That probably means Robles' season is done because it's too much of a disadvantage to activate him. So they'll just not activate him.
Good point, Moist.
Well, they sent him down to AAA. I mean, apparently he wasn't performing at the level they needed.
Rocky Mountain High says, dude, Alan Arkin is dead. I just saw him in that Little Miss Sunshine. No way, man. It's been 2 years. 2 years. Heavy Metal Maniac says, do you know what they call it when the Cowboys got in a huddle in the 90s? A drug ring. Sorry, I can't stop myself. Yeah, well, you probably need to.
Yeah.
Stone Beaver says, Alan Arkin is dead? Didn't know that. Next thing you know, you're going to tell me Bob Newhart's dead and Ed Asner's no longer with us. They're all dead.
They're all dead.
Every last one of them.
Yep.
Hamlin Porter says NASCAR, here's what it stands for, not a sport centered around rednecks. yeah, it's probably not going to play well.
I'm going to
right.
wait for Randy's response.
Yeah,
I'm waiting.
Dimeback Dude says, Randy, you know a lot about NASCAR. You should have your own show. Call it Racing Through the Streets with Randy White.
No. It was called The Race Setup, and it was quite a fun show, and I appreciated the time that I did it. But, yeah, we've turned the page on that one.
How long did you do that for?
Right up until they pissed him off.
Yeah, about 3 years.
Till they pissed him off? Who's
just let it go.
All right, I'll
Sir
let it
Drives
go.
a Lot says, rest in
Let it
peace, Ed
float away.
McMahon.
Yeah.
Ed McMahon's been dead probably 20 years,
Yeah.
30.
Yeah.
Big George says, I hear they're going to be racing on the Coronado Bridge too, so that should be kind of cool. Maybe a car will fly off the bridge and crash into an aircraft carrier. Nothing more American than that.
Oh my gosh. That's Randy. I was legit. I was going to ask, how is that race going to work? Because
don't
I've
know.
driven by that naval base and it's like, how are they going to put a course in there?
It is like a Hot Wheels ramp if they do use the Coronado Bridge.
Yeah, Jeffrey always wanted the loop-to-loop that Hot Wheels do. He thinks that should be in
Like
that
roller
should be
coaster
somehow
style.
inserted into a NASCAR race, and
Yeah.
I couldn't agree more.
We
I
had the
could not agree
president
more.
of the Phoenix Raceway, and
Yeah.
she agreed with me too.
Yeah, she did. She did.
Not
She
that it
said
would
she-
ever actually happen. But.
She said she would start working on that, but we've heard nothing more since then.
Chief Skull says Big George is going to get his wish, starting with Larkin, and then the dominoes will fall with the Diamondbacks in the offseason. Probably. Heavy Metal Maniac says Dick Van Dyke outliving them all.
He is. Yeah.
Thank God for
100
Dick Van Dyke
101?
still being alive. Oh, he's
102?
not. He's 99. He's about to
Oh,
be
is he?
100. Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was 100. I thought he was 100.
Hamilton Porter says, you remember when there was an NCAA game on a aircraft carrier?
Yeah.
Oh, heck yeah.
I smell disaster here.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to
Michigan
race
State.
cars on aircraft
No.
carriers.
No.
But I always have enjoyed watching the submarine races.
Oh,
Those are
yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
was
yeah.
so cool.
That's a lot of
That
fun.
basketball game was awesome.
All right, listen, we got to take a break because it's the end of this hour, and then there's the start of another hour. Then we'll start back up again. That's how this works. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more, can make me feel like a spectator in my own life.
Botox, onabotulinum toxin A, prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine. It's not for those with 14 or fewer headache days a month. It's the #1 prescribed branded chronic migraine preventive treatment.
Prescription Botox is injected by your doctor. Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, including ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
Why wait? Ask your doctor, visit BotoxChronicMigraine.com, or call 1-800-44-BOTOX to learn more.
Before placing a bet in Arizona, make sure you are using a regulated gaming operator. It's simple. Visit gaming.az.gov/checkyourbet for a list of regulated operators in our state. Be on the lookout for unregulated platforms offering risk-free betting, high bonuses, or only accepting cryptocurrency. If you suspect illegal gaming operations, report it to us at gaming.az.gov/checkyourbet. Together, we can keep gaming safe and fair. Double check before you place your bet at gaming.az.gov. This message is sponsored by the Arizona Department of Gaming.
Progressive knows if you have to choose between everyday life and your boat, boat wins.
What are you going to do? Take the boat out for a spin or go mail something? Boat wins! Are we cleaning the patio or taking the boat out fishing? Boat wins! Are we skipping that eye exam to go sailing? Boat wins!
Rescheduling eye exams can be a nightmare.
All right, fine. Eye exam, then boat.
With Progressive, you can bundle your boat with your home or auto and save with a discount and spend more time enjoying those savings on your boat. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers not available in all states and situations.
Your best plan to retire might be right under your roof. This is Rob Canier, and for over 20 years, I've helped people discover how they can utilize a portion of their equity in their home as a coordinated strategy in retirement planning, thus creating additional monthly cash flow, paying less taxes, and making their retirement assets last longer. This is a safe and proven retirement strategy for qualified homeowners age 62 and older. All you have to do is reverse your thinking. Call me, Reverse Rob, to learn more at 602-REVERSE. That's 602-738-3773.
KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K257CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM and K240EU Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
Quiet, people, settle down.
Because it's time.
Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's 4 o'clock here on the Daily Blender. Your good friend, radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White.
Howdy.
Got Harris Hicks in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580. We broadcast live in our super high-tech and luxurious studios in Scottsdale, Arizona. And it's been a weird show. I think part of the reason is I think we're all just tired. I know I am tired because my wife, she's been having to get up super early because she's got this thing that she has to do every day. What is that called? Oh, it's a job. And so she's been she's been getting up real early to go do a special thing. And so then that means I'm up early and then everybody's up early. And oh boy. That getting up 5:45 thing. Ooh, that I know there's a lot of people listening who do it every day. It's just, but if you're not used to it, it gets to you. It catches you off guard. So I'm a little bit like, whoa. Harris, he probably stays up way too late because he's a young guy and he's reading comic books. And then Randy.
Yeah.
Well, who knows with Randy, he could have mud butt from all that meat that he's, putting in the smoker. He could have a nice buzz. I mean, there's any number of reasons Randy might be tired.
Yeah.
All manly and well-deserved.
Well, thank you.
So, today was just kind of we're a little groggy. I think groggy is a good word for all of us. Raise your hand if you feel a little groggy today.
I feel a little groggy
everybody
today.
here.
Yeah, a little bit.
Or how many people in traffic were raising their hand too?
Yeah.
Look at your fellow driver. If they're raising your hand, give them a honk because they're one of you.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, we now have filled some more slots in the Misfits League. So now we just need one regular and one person to run the commissioner team.
All right.
That's then after that, then Harris's dad has all the playmates that he needs.
That's right. He has all that he wishes for.
That he has.
That doesn't sound good.
Oh, yeah, that didn't sound right. No.
No. Friends.
Wow.
Competitors.
That's more like
yes.
it.
Comrades at arms.
Adversaries.
Enemies.
No. I don't think Don is a guy that looks at other people as his enemy.
I would bet.
He definitely can under the right circumstance.
Bad to him.
No, I would bet that when he's competitive, he just like, you know what? You're talking to me right now. Your mouth is moving, but I don't care what's coming out of your mouth because all I'm here to do is destroy you.
Trust me, you don't want to be on that guy's bad side.
Competing is one thing, but hating other people, not
nobody said anything about hate.
I think it was inferred.
No, I mean, super competitive. Heard what I've said about I don't care about the other teams in my division. I do not care about the Titans. I don't care about the Texans. I don't care, period, about the other teams in the conference or the division. I don't care. Oh, we're the AFC. Do not care. I hate them all. I want them to die on fire. And I only mean that competitively.
Yeah.
Except for the Patriots when they cheat.
Yeah, the Patriots. I can see how you dislike the Patriots. If I were a Colts fan, I would feel the exact same way.
So last weekend, the Vikings got throttled at the hands of the New England Patriots.
Yeah.
Do you think that that old lip-filling, tobacco-sucking Vrabel is he's telling his team, look, I know this is the preseason, but go out and compete and let's kick some butt.
Doesn't
You
matter.
think that's what he's doing?
I don't think the preseason results matter whatsoever.
I think he's that kind of a guy. I don't care what it is.
Dan Campbell is that guy. I don't know if Vrabel's that
I think
dumb.
Vrabel. I think Mike Vrabel is definitely that kind of a guy.
You think he's that dumb?
Oh,
I don't think he's that dumb.
I don't dumb. I think he just is always competing.
You know, those Belichick guys, they're not guys that are going to scream at you 24/7, but the expectation is so high that it's always implied. So it's more the expectation than the constant screaming, as opposed to maybe Dan Campbell or some other coaches in football as well that are
It's the look.
It's
the look.
Not going to say. Yeah.
See, when I was playing ball, I had a high school coach, a varsity coach, scared the daylights out of me. His name was Ken Ashley.
Oh, how so?
And he never. This is a guy. I was taking batting practice before and after practice almost every day, unless it was game day.
Yeah.
And he said he walked up to the batting cage one time and he said, "Randy White," I can't tell you exactly how he said it, but I'll tell you what he did say. "Randy White, you have the best swing in MF in high school baseball. You just can't hit the GD ball." and walked away.
Shoot.
And if you were practicing and you did something wrong, he didn't have to yell at you.
Oh, he just looked at you. See,
he had
my coach
the look.
was a freaking yeller.
The great
man.
coaches do.
No, he had the look.
Coach
Yeah.
Jess Parker from Mesa Mountain View.
There you go.
He
Legendary.
just look at you, stare at you, and make you feel about 3 inches tall.
That's always the worst.
Didn't matter who you were. I came fresh off of a touchdown. I celebrated a little more than maybe I should have. And normally I didn't, but guys were talking some crap, and so I was like nanny boo booing on them, like, I'll teach you. And he caught the look on me, gave me the try to act like you've been somewhere, and then I just sat there the rest of the time. I'm like, and I should have been like happy. But some coaches just have that stare, that look. And here's the thing about Jess Parker was, oh my gosh, the things he would say, I could not repeat any of them here.
No, you can't repeat what the great coaches say.
But the minute he walked off of that field and he was in his classroom teaching history, sweetest, nicest, smartest,
that's how they
gentlest,
all are.
Intelligent guy you would ever come across. If you were in his class, you would not be able to comprehend what you're seeing on the football field or vice versa.
And also, what is with the history teacher football coach pipeline? Because that is a huge pipeline.
See, Ash was not history. Ash was English. Ash was English. As a matter of fact, because I was a sophomore and I was on varsity, we had these brown slips, and I got a brown slip to report to Mr. Ashley's room. And so when you got these brown slips, they gave you a freedom to go through the hallways and go to where you're supposed to be on this brown slip. And if you're running around the hallways without a brown slip, well, you better not do that. Anyway, I went to Ash's room, and he said, he told me and 3 of the pitchers, because he hated pitchers, me and 3 of the pitchers, to go over to his house and wrestle his hog back into her pen. She was 500-pound hog named Dolly, and get her back into her pen. Yeah, and don't get
fired
injured
today.
And don't get injured,
dude. That would not fly today. I wish it did, but that would not fly.
So Chief Skoll taking issue with the fact that I've been getting up at 5:45 a.m. He says, come on. I'm up at 3:30 a.m. every day, even on the weekend when I don't want to. Yeah, I know. Once you get your body clock, you can't help it. But see, Chief Skoll, then what you need to do is peel off another hour, and that's how I feel. So it's like everything is relative to what you're used to. Like normally I'm up at 6:30 a.m. and working. But when you start to back it up and you're not used to it, it can drag you down. You know what I'm talking about. Hefty Lefty says our head football coach taught PE and weightlifting. Perfect for him to get extra lifts and film study in.
My coach taught math. So he was
Skoll, his coach taught shop class.
Shop class?
Yeah, how many fingers did he have? He says, if you got out of line in class, it wasn't unusual to have your head bounced off of a locker if needed.
What's shop class? Shop class.
Well, it used to be you would learn how to do woodworking, and you'd build like a little
wood shop.
birdhouse,
Oh,
and you would cut planks of wood, and you'd have these projects, and you're like, "Hey, Mom, I made you a spice rack," those kinds of things.
That's a dying art. Schools don't do that anymore.
Back in my day, in high school, if you took shop, you started the year learning basics on how to build a house. And you would build a scale model of a house.
Yeah, I've done that.
And you would do the concrete, the foundation, not real concrete, obviously.
Yeah, it'd be like a little mud.
You'd learn about footers, and you'd learn about headers, and you'd learn about fascia, and you learn about roofing and angles, and how to put up a wall and all that stuff. Yeah.
We had a class called Home Improvement. We didn't have shop, but we would just learn certain stuff
To
around the
vacuum.
house to build.
You
to
learn to
vacuum.
vacuum.
This is
Yeah,
how you
to vacuum.
sweep.
Yeah.
Yep. You
Sure
make
does.
sure you have the form right.
That's called home ec. Anyway, Hamlin Porter says, "Oh my God, are we that old that youngins don't know what shop class is?" Sounds like it, Hamlin.
I never had it. Never had it.
Yeah.
Baker's Cocky Hen says, "Randy Collinsworth on air. Here's a guy."
Now here's a guy.
I did hear it. I just let it go by.
Did I say that?
You did.
I didn't
You
even
did. Here's a
notice
guy.
that.
We all do every now and then.
I do apologize. My
Rocky
bad.
Mountain High says Dick Van Dyke is still alive. I thought he died a few years ago in that Mary Poppins remake. I need to stop smoking weed when I'm watching movies. You might want to take a break, take a day off.
Yeah.
Clear your head a little bit there, my friend. Big George says, think you will. God dang it. He says, my basketball coach over at Mountain View High School taught driver's ed. Lots of yelling in that class.
Really? See
I remember driver's ed with those little machines, and it was like it was like the worst simulation ever.
Never
it was
had
the
driver's ed.
great grandfather of virtual reality now.
Oh yeah.
And it had old cars from the 70s.
Yeah.
Remember that sound that little fake blinker would make?
Yep. Remember it well.
Chief Skull says metal or woodworking or automotive. He taught metal and automotive. No.
Chief Skull did? What is
no,
he?
his coach did. Yeah.
Oh, what does he do to be up at 3:30?
Yeah, what the hell are you doing, Chief Skull? That
Yeah,
you're up
that's early.
at 3:30 in the morning.
Morning
That's a good
radio.
question right there.
Morning radio.
he's like, I'm John Holmberg, damn it.
I'm Rich Eisen.
Rich Eisen's on at 9 a.m. That's hardly morning radio.
Who knows?
Well, I guess for Gen Z it is. Listen, let's do some man talk
You're not
since this
wrong.
all sounds fairly manly, what we've been talking about right now. I just want to say, men of the day, 4 National Guardsmen saved the life of a guy in Poland last week. They were stationed at a base there, and they stopped for lunch at the KFC on their way to a training center. Guy collapsed, and then they jumped on him, and they did 30 minutes of CPR on him until he was stable. So for 30 minutes, they all were doing taking turns doing CPR.
Wow.
I mean, he was actually okay after the first 4 minutes, but they kept going for a while
Yeah,
because they
yeah,
said,
well-
we need the practice.
Yeah, that's their training.
We need the practice. Oh, come on, guys, get over. This is our moment to shine. This is our one moment.
Stop! Steve! Please stop!
I have it up there.
I'm okay. I'm okay. All right. Well, the first part of that's real. So, anyways, men of the day, right there. That's nicely
All right.
done. I have a bit of man talk warning for everybody. A couple of things you should not do. One, you probably should not eat the radioactive shrimp they're selling at Walmart.
Do not do that.
I could not believe my eyes when I saw this. I mean, listen, Walmart, not really going there for the meat. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Not really the highest quality of food, but with prices, maybe you'd give it a shot, right? You do what you got to do. But at this moment, pass on the shrimp. Food and Drug Administration is warning everybody, don't eat, don't sell, don't serve Walmart's great value raw frozen shrimp. They say there is possible contamination with cesium-137, which, for those of you who know your chemistry, that is a radioactive isotope.
Is that some way that I could learn how to have superpowers if I were to eat that shrimp?
Believe me, I've tried, and it's not going to work. It's just going to make you
Doesn't
sick.
work? Okay.
The radioactive material was detected in shipping containers from Indonesia at 4 different U.S. ports. So testing on the frozen shrimp from the distributor also tested positive for the radiation, and the Indonesian company that produces it, called BMS Foods.
I could see why BMS. Yeah.
Technically, no frozen shrimp within the United States food supply is tested positive, but due to likelihood of cross-contamination, the FDA is recommending a recall on all products from those containers. So if you have any BMS Foods Great Value shrimp, get rid of it.
That's an unfortunate name for a food company. BMS.
So if you're like, wait a minute, I can't remember if I bought the shrimp around the same time. So here's what you can do. The FDA has put out information on the lot codes. So the printed best buy dates are March 15th of 2027. These packages were on sale in Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana, Texas, Oklahoma, Ohio, Kentucky, and Pennsylvania.
Oh,
wait, it's not here.
No.
Oh. Well, I hope you haven't thrown the shrimp away already. Yeah, you're good. Everybody's fine. Guess I should have read that part at the end first.
Well, that's what they found out for now. Who knows? Maybe they find out more.
I love shrimp so much. I don't know if I'd care about the radioactive.
Really freaking
Would you
good.
stop, Jeffrey, at one of those Jalisco trucks that we see on the roadside?
No.
Jalisco
Stop there and
trucks,
get
what's
you 2 pounds of shrimp.
If I see a handwritten sign that says shrimp for sale, I'm like, I don't feel like the quality is going to be.
What are you talking about? I mean,
I'd be a little bit worried about it,
big
as
old
it sat in
bowl
the
of
sun.
boiling water, and you get you a couple of pounds and bring that home, throw that in that boiling water.
I just like a few regulations involved when I'm dealing with seafood. You know what I'm saying? Swave Dave says, is BMS an acronym for bowel movement shrimp? Could be if you're not careful. Watch Me Because says, what shrimp superpowers is Randy looking for if he eats the radioactive shrimp?
I want to have X-ray vision, and I want to fly, and I want to have super strength.
So you want to be Superman?
X-ray
You don't want to be
vision.
Spider-Man?
No,
Makes
I
sense.
don't want to be. I don't want to climb on buildings. I just fly up to the top. Why the hell climb?
Can I tell you, I've had enough of this little Spider-Man dweeb. I'm so tired of Spider-Man. Spider-Man is the Luke Skywalker of superheroes. I want to go down to the power station. Man, Spider-Man is always just the whiniest little biatch, isn't he? Oh,
Spider-Man.
Peter Parker, shut the up.
By the way, BMS Foods, don't be surprised if them and Deion Sanders get a little deal, potentially. Don't be surprised.
BMS?
Yeah. Bowel movement syndrome. Deion Sanders. Think about it. Just think about it.
I don't get it.
How do you not get it?
Did he poop himself?
What he went through with the cancer, getting his bladder removed?
Well, the bladder doesn't have anything to do with bowel movements.
Oh, I guess I actually didn't even know that. I thought that had to do with
Harris,
both.
we talked about this. You would stop trying to be funny.
No, I was just saying.
Remember when we talked about this?
I was just saying a legitimate claim. I was saying
No,
it
no,
wasn't
this
even
really-
trying to be. All right, okay.
Yeah, this doesn't connect.
Try not to be funny. Just
especially not when we're all groggy.
Do the sports geek guy. Be the sports geek guy.
Chief Skull says, I'll tell you what I do for a living. I keep America moving.
What?
Oh, and then he sends this. So he's not a truck driver. You think he's a truck driver, don't you?
No.
Turns out he works on conveyor belts.
Oh, well.
Conveyor belts for airports, for business, for you name it. He's a conveyor belt
Very
guy.
good. Well, hey, thank you.
All the
Thank
best
you.
conveyor belt guys have to get up at 3:45 a.m.
Thank you for serving our country with diligence. Yes.
Don't ask any more questions, Harris. You just tell that man thank you.
I didn't have any questions. It's a really noble act to get up at 3:30 and do that.
Oh my
people
God,
are built
Harris!
for that.
Can't you just say thank you?
Not people are built for that. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Now we can move on. Yes.
And yes, Chief Skull, Harris did complete college. Why are you asking?
I didn't know.
How many years did it take you to complete college?
4.
American?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. 888-368-1580. Cabana says, we learn manly things. Girls learn cooking and sewing. Now they learn from what? I can't understand what you're saying there, Cabana. And Cabana, welcome to the 1990s. Okay. I think it doesn't matter if a woman wants to do something in wood shop. Great. If a guy wants to learn how to cook some rice, who gives a crap? Just mind your own business. Baker's Cocky Hen says, how many graduates were in Harris's graduation class? Why is everybody asking about your graduation?
And my college class or my high school class?
So what did they have? One teacher for the big 6 subjects?
So my high school class had about 50 people. It was a really small school, and everyone knew everyone. Yep.
We're not surprised.
In the middle of nowhere.
Moist One says, you just glossed over Harris saying he didn't take driver's ed.
I did not. I did take driver's ed.
You
but
know
my
what?
school didn't have it.
A lot of schools now, Moist One, don't have driver's ed. The
Yeah.
reason is video games. Man, I back in the about 2000, I was teaching kids how to drive, and they'd show up at the driving school, jump in, they were perfect, and they're like, they all from just video games, hand-eye coordination and stuff. And I just had to tell them the rules and stuff and give them some basics. They were the easiest to teach.
A lot of the
because of video games.
A lot of the guys and gals driving those drones that fly up and protect our country and are serving in the Middle East.
Last Starfighter type stuff, right?
They were huge in video games, and they have set up the controls much like video game controls. It's not like pilot controls. They've got like a thruster stick, and they've got ways to select things like that are video game, very much like video games.
Yep. Have you ever seen the movie Last Starfighter? You watch that movie, and it's almost exactly that. Heavy Metal Maniac says, so you say if I eat shrimp, I'll glow? You might.
You could.
Last Optimist says, guess that means I need to make sure to be a patron of the local shrimp boats. Prices are not that far off from the frozen stuff. Yes, please support your local shrimp boats here in Arizona.
The Jalisco trucks.
Hamilton Porter says, ever since Star Wars, I swear Mark Hamill only plays villain roles just to distance himself from Luke Skywalker. No, he's not wrong. Because he's the Joker in the cartoons and stuff. Scratch Me Because says, the only shrimp superpowers I can think of is you taste delicious with cocktail sauce. Let me tell you something about Randy White. He would absolutely taste delicious with any sauce.
Damn right.
Hefty Lefty says, I thought he was in prune juice manufacturing, to keep America moving. No, a different kind of moving for Chief Skull. Chief Skull says, wait a minute. Harris didn't know the bladder had nothing to do with the bowels?
I had no idea.
The bladder is the the bladder is the pee-pee.
Yeah,
the colon is the poo-poo.
I didn't even know.
Bladder pee-pee. Repeat after me. Bladder pee-pee.
I don't know if I'm going
to repeat after me.
I'm not going to repeat.
Repeat after me. You're not going to learn otherwise.
Jeffrey. I'm not going to repeat.
Bladder pee-pee. Colon poo-poo. Just once, Harrison.
Take a note.
You know. And then I'll feel better knowing you've learned.
I know I've learned that
what comes out the bladder
is the privates.
No, the privates don't come out the bladder.
It's associated
your private
with
parts are not even directly connected to the bladder. The bladder has got a tube that goes down and then comes out the. Boy, all he can think about are privates.
I don't even know.
I mean, I get it. You're young, but geez, take a moment. It's not all about sex, Harris. Bladder makes what?
Urine. I haven't thought
okay,
about
I'll
it.
accept it.
Yep.
PP would have done.
Yep.
And the colon is where what comes from?
The poop.
No, it's it's an entrance into the next part of the sentence. We'll talk about semicolons later. All right. We are so far behind on the text line. We got to get caught up. We'll do that when we come back. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Miss any part of the Daily Blender? Download the free podcast at 1580thefanatic.com.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free timeshare exit information kit. 800-761-0000. That's 800-761-0000.
Paid for by Wesley. Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems like snoring, aches and pains, hot sleep, or even an old saggy mattress that can keep you up at night. And our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now get a king bed for a queen price, plus a free adjustable base with select Sealy mattresses. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation and a regular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
I'm Angela Gonzalez, reporting from Phoenix. We're talking with the community about Phoenix Police Department. Ma'am, what do you think?
Oh, I love them. They're our local heroes. We've had some problems around here with break-ins and people using drugs on the streets. The police work with our community to have a presence in our neighborhood and keep our streets safe.
Thank you, Phoenix Police.
Gracias a la Policía de Phoenix.
Thank you, Phoenix Police.
Rise to serve. Find more today at joinphxpd.com. Protect and serve with the elite.
Sponsored by the City of Phoenix.
Snakes, zombies, public speaking. The list of fears is endless. But the real danger is in your hand when you're behind the wheel. Distracted driving is what's really scary and even deadly. Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Weekdays at 6 a.m., broadcast veterans Dave Ross and Jensen Lewis share their insights, break down games, and analyze the data to give you an edge. By the Books takes you inside the numbers, showing you what you should look for to help you make the most of your sports betting decisions. By the Books with Dave Ross and Jensen Lewis. Weekday mornings at 6 a.m. on Arizona's sports betting station, 1580 The Fanatic, and at 1580thefanatic.com.
Today's Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. All right, we got to get moving along here, so let's see. Sway Dave says, hey, Chief Skull, I hope a conveyor belt technician like yourself makes bank, kind of like an elevator technician. I knew a couple of them who made enough to join a country club that I used to work at.
Wow.
Yeah, some of those specialized occupations will pay you a surprisingly large amount of money, and I'm all for it. Last Optimist says, hey, I'm in Florida. Okay. He says, because he was saying he needs to make sure you go down and get a shrimp from the local boats. Well, I guess you should. Yes.
Florida. Yes.
I keep forgetting we're a national show without, just because people moved away and still listen online.
Yeah.
I like Harris is in that time of year right now where he looks like he's in a Corey Hart video every day at about 4:30.
I wear my sunglasses.
Start doing like this.
Who's Corey Hart?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
Why do a stupid thing like that?
He doesn't know who Corey Hart is, Randy.
Sorry.
He's like the Canadian Elvis.
No. Yeah.
Sir Drives a Lot says Kyler Murray has a boat.
I get it. Shrimp boat.
Shrimp
I get it.
boat,
Okay.
yeah.
I got it.
That is.
Moise one says, surely that doesn't cover everyone, though, just because. Okay, I can't read that.
And don't call me Shirley.
Can't read that. Have you Lefty says, never stop learning, Harris. Never stop learning. Hamilton Porter says, look it up. It looks great, but he has a movie coming out next month. Oh, Mark Hamill. He's still talking about Mark Hamill for some reason. He says he's got a movie coming out next month based on a Stephen King book, but where his whole job is just shooting teenage boys that don't obey his orders. That sounds bad, but look it up. It's a real movie. Yeah, I think it's called The Walk. Or something like that. Sir Ratch Me a Lot says, did you remember watching the movie Red Asphalt in Driver's Ed? Yes, I do. That was messed up that they showed that to us. Beer Bob says, Jeffrey, you guys will be an international show next week as I will be listening on the app down in Mexico at the end of the week.
Ooh.
Olay! Olay!
By the way, I remember Red Asphalt, Jeffrey. Wow.
You saw that too?
Yeah, in driver's ed. That just invoked like
Wait, you just said you didn't have driver's ed.
Well, not for my school, but I took it driving school, I guess. I took it when I was 15, 16, about to get my license. It helps with your insurance.
Okay.
And so, yeah, they showed that movie.
You're right, Moist One. Don't masquerade with a guy in shades.
Yeah.
Don't masquerade. You have any sunglasses, Harris?
I do. They're in my car.
Oh, yeah, well, forget it.
I'm
going to say, you should put them on and we'd play the song for you.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Well, Randy, you don't have the lighting for this.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I thought you said put on your sunglasses.
You just suddenly looked like, Duck Dynasty with the glare.
And the beard.
Thank
the
you.
beard and the shirt, the camo
Maybe I
hat,
should
the
put
glasses.
it back on.
He's got that whole fit. It's a good fit, though.
Hamilton Porter says, according to the ESPN, Cardinals are going to move on from Kyler Murray next year and draft a quarterback. Well, maybe.
I don't think that's
Randy,
true.
you just look like you had your pupils dilated. Is really what you got going on.
I just had my pupils dilated.
Yeah. So I only have like a couple of quick things to talk about, and then we're going to start talking football. We're getting ready to do our 32 teams in 32 days thing. But first, let me just say, I don't know. Boxing ain't what it used to be if they keep letting Jake Paul box guys. So I don't even know if I should call it sports anymore.
Yeah.
But the other day, well, here's the headline. Jake Paul smashes his brother Logan's lavish wedding cake, and it was a bizarre clip where he just started beating the hell out of the wedding cake. They hadn't even cut it, and I don't know why.
Why would
I mean, it was his toughest opponent that he's had in years, but still, just him walloping on a there's something wrong with those boys. You know what I'm saying? The Paul boy, there's something wrong with those boys.
Did any of the guests get any wedding cake at all?
Probably like shrapnel, but no, they were playing We Are Family, and he just kept bashing the cake. And
wow,
yeah, there was just a big pile of
people pay big money for wedding cakes, so
people are starving too. Homeless, whatever.
Well, that's what I mean. And he
saying.
goes in there and starts beating the hell out of a, maybe a $1,200 or $1,300 wedding cake.
There's something wrong with them boys. That's all I'm going to say. There's something wrong with them boys.
$1,200 wedding cake.
Oh, easy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, listen. When you start thinking about weddings, let me give you some advice, young Padawan learner. Elope. Don't have a big wedding. Unless you're not paying for it, then go ahead and pull out all the stops.
Easy for you to say.
But if it's up to you,
Randy, it's never up to you. It's never up to men. It's up to the ladies.
Did you elope, Randy?
I'm just no. Well, my second wedding, my first wedding, I didn't have any chances because I was overruled. Let's just leave it right there. Just leave it there. My parents were out of the state. I was very young, and I didn't care. I just had a giant beer mug. That's all I cared about. And so I was playing ball, and they were in charge. Okay.
I've been married so many times that, by the last time, he's like, you want to get married? And I just like, well, let me just cut you a check. I'll just give you for half my stuff. Let's just get this out of the way. It's not even a prenup. It's a pre-divorce. It's a pre-divorce. Just take my stuff. And then now we don't have to fight over it later. You can have half my stuff now.
Just take it.
Yeah. Because after a while.
But leave me my tour shirts, will you?
Yeah. No, I've hidden those. Yeah.
You can have one dog. I'll take the other.
Harris is like, what about love?
What about love?
Harris.
I understand the value of eloping, but man, weddings are, that's a huge
Weddings
part
can
of
be
life.
fun if you're not paying for them. If you're paying for them. Oh my God.
Yeah, I know people who have spent. It costs.
You got flowers. The flowers
The
are
venue.
the flowers are thousands of dollars.
Gosh, yeah.
Renting
What a
a
waste.
place is
Yeah.
thousands of dollars. If you're going to have a wedding, okay, All right.
Okay.
Listen to Uncle Randy here. If you're going to have a wedding, save up about $15,000, and that's to start.
Oh my gosh. And how much of that is renting a place? Because renting a place, I feel like
right now it's unless you know what you guys want and you both agree on it, and you have someone that can provide that for you, it could cost you thousands of dollars to rent a place for a wedding. And then you got entertainment. Do you have a band? Do you have a DJ? Do you not have any entertainment like that? Are you going to want to have some sort of a slideshow? Are you going to want to have a videographer? Videographer is going to cost you about $2,500. DJ is going to cost you about $1,500 to $2,000. And that's if they're any good at all. That's the low end. And you want a photographer? Yeah, that's several $1,000s right there.
Yeah, he's not kidding. It is extremely expensive to get married for no apparent reason whatsoever.
Oh yeah.
I have no idea why. But here, I'll show you something that here's what my wife and I did. We made it easy to not have to pay for 500 people to show up. We made it easy to avoid that. So because what we did is we got married in a castle in Spain.
Oh, there you go. Yep, look at that.
Yeah, and so you see the ocean back there. We're in this this castle, and she looks lovely.
Wow!
I look like I've saved money. Everything is great, And
do you have tails on, Jeffco?
No, that's a shadow.
Oh, it looked like a tails.
I got my Chuck Taylors there. My leather
Chuck Taylors
Chuck Taylors
and I thought Chuck Taylors and tails. Wow,
that's awesome.
And we saved so much money. It sounds the opposite, but we getting married in a castle in Spain kept an awful lot of people from showing up.
Oh yeah.
So so that's an idea. It's a destination wedding. So you're paying for the honeymoon, and you pay a little something extra for where it is you get married, and all the important people might actually show up. But for the most part, you shake off all the people who are coming just to drink at the bar for free.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Look how happy we look.
Oh,
we just made off with all the money.
And there it is, proof, ladies and gentlemen. Jeffrey O'Brien does indeed have hair. See?
Oh, I just could take off my hat now and show you. It's messy.
He does have a full head of hair right there.
I've shown it on the show before. It's just cat hair, messy.
He's got a fine head of hair. Fine, I tell you.
Yeah, like when I went on TV, I comb my hair. It's just really a matter of just combing it.
Oh yeah. See, I'm wearing a hat today because my hair is long. I need to go to the barber. I feel.
Well, my whole thing has just been always time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You wake up in the morning. If I don't have to get ready and comb my hair and do a thing, that saves me time where I'm more productive. That's also why I like to work from home, because then I don't lose 2 hours driving. So all that extra time that I save, I can work.
There is absolutely no way I could comb my hair. I'll just say that. It would get stuck. So sometimes I like hats, but
you got a different thing going on.
I do have a different thing going on.
What
I just kind of like.
What did my buddy call it? It was a cake comb.
Cake comb. What's that?
A cake comb.
Cake comb.
I don't know why he called it, but it looked like a comb, but it looks like those meat tenderizers. You know what I mean? It's got very. It's got these the tines on it. And he used to pick out his afro with it all the time.
Really? I don't even.
Oh yeah.
I don't even brush my hair. I just kind of get my hands and just kind of like.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, that's right.
Well, I mean,
I bet
if
your
you
lady finds that hot.
She does.
Yeah, if you didn't have all them curls, it'd be a different thing.
Oh yeah.
Chief Skull says, "Oh, Harris has a lot to learn. He won't get married until he understands the wife is right and the function of the bladder, because he might his life may depend on that.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But here's the thing." You need to learn the function of the bladder and how small it is on a woman, and that you're going to have to stop at a lot of gas stations on any given road trip.
Yeah. Driving with my mom, I've at least seen a glimpse of
You've
that.
seen it.
Yeah, for sure.
Hamilton Porter says, I got married 11 years ago Sunday. $15,000 might get you the venue and maybe some cocktail hour.
There you go.
Baker's Cocky Hen says, Jeffrey, it can be up to the man. What if it's the gay wedding? Or maybe But the Paul brothers getting married? Well, not to each other. That'd be incestuous. But no, you're right. But even in the gay wedding, one of them is kind of the girl. You know what I mean? One of them is
taking control.
Yeah. One of them's going to be that, and the other one's going to be, brother. And the other one's going to be like,
whatever you think. Yeah.
That dynamic exists. Although I don't know if it's not out yet, or is it out yet? The Jim Jeffries is a new comedy special, and he was explaining, how the calculations of the marriages. I'm not gonna take his joke. You need to see his joke about that, but it's genius. It is absolutely correct and genius. So when the Jim Jeffries comedy special comes out, I highly suggest you watch it.
All right.
And then you'll see what I'm talking about. Beer Bob says, from what I heard, there was 2 wedding cakes at the Paul wedding. So his douchebag brother Dope beat the crap out of one, and then they still had one left over to eat.
Oh, well, good. Need to have a cake at your wedding. I'm sorry.
Still sounds wrong, though, doesn't it?
Beating up the wedding cake? Yeah.
Just why would you waste
What does that say about his respect of your wedded life?
That is, yeah. Because that's just money down the drain.
Mm-hmm. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to have our 32 teams in 32 days. We're going to talk football. And then from that point forward, nothing but football for the most part.
Nice.
No more cake. Nice. No more bladders. No more anything.
Nice.
Just football.
I love it.
It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Listen to our live stream on your phone at 1580thefanatic.com.
Westwood One presents Today in Women's Sports, sponsored by Allstate. You're in good hands. Let's check in on some early season college soccer, where the University of North Carolina is 2 games into their national title defense. Things got off to a rocky start, pun intended, when the top-ranked Tar Heels were upset by the Tennessee Volunteers in their season opener. North Carolina became the first reigning NCAA champions to fall in their first game since 2002. However, the Tar Heels then responded in a big way, blowing out Siena 5-0 at home. The scoring was kicked off by Bella Gattino, a sophomore defender who's back after a terrific freshman campaign.
I feel like I learned so much from being a leader and stepping into that role, just in terms of how I need to behave and what I need to be doing on the field. And I just trust the girls around me so much, and I feel like that the trust and the love that we have as a team and that we're continuing to hone and develop is just so special and is what's going to give us success in the future.
With Today in Women's Sports, I'm Maggie Gray on Westwood One.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. But wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Moms and dads, do you wish you could know where your kids' shoes are at all times? Now you can with Skechers' newest Apple AirTag compatible sneakers, Find My Skechers. There's a clever hidden AirTag compartment under the shoe's insole. It's sleek, secure, and your child can't feel or see it. Then you can check where your kids' shoes are on the Find My app. Plus, they're available for boys and girls. Get Find My Skechers at Skechers.com, a Skechers store near you, or wherever kids' shoes are sold. Apple AirTags sold separately.
Progressive's Auto Quote Explorer lets you easily compare direct rates from different insurance companies, so you can be confident you're getting the right one, even if it's not with Progressive. Way more confident than you were when you tried online gaming. Who knew 12-year-old boys could be so mean? And where did they learn to swear like that? 2 hours of losing to these underage trash talkers, and you're starting to question if maybe you really should stick to pickleball and other boomer stuff. So use Progressive's Auto Quote Explorer and be confident you're getting insurance that's right for you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you...
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing a lawyer, but getting some guy who just watches courtroom dramas.
How does the defendant plead?
Guilty. Wait, what? Also, objection.
You object to what?
Erroneous.
Counsel, approach the bench.
Hey, can I get a whack at the gavel?
You wouldn't settle for just any lawyer, so don't settle for just any insurance. Get the real deal with State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
To all my friends in Arizona, you don't need Gary Kaltbaum to tell you that your power costs are going up astronomically year after year. Last year, APS had a huge rate increase, which impacted so many families. This year, it's SRP's turn. There is a good chance that the federal solar tax credit, your hard-earned federal tax dollars that you will receive and that pays 30% of your solar system, may be going away at the end of December. But I'm here to tell you about the Solar Sandy solution. Don't regret not going solar now. The Solar Sandy solution strives to achieve zero power bills, or very close to zero. And for over 10 years, my friend Solar Sandy has been helping Arizona families and getting them the federal and state tax credit that helps pay for it. When those bills go up, there's nobody helping you pay your increased power bills. So go to AskSolarSandy.com. That's AskSolarSandy.com and fill out her kilowatt worksheet today. That's AskSolarSandy.com.
1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
Live and local.
Today, Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic, and 10 is the number. 10. We are 10 working days away from the start of the NFL season, doing 32 NFL teams in 32 days. All right, Harris, what is today's team?
All right, today's team is the Los Angeles Rams.
Woof.
Well, I don't know. Well, I don't know about the Wolf, Jeffrey. Their over-under is at 9.5 wins right now. And I'll just go through quickly. The Matthew Stafford injury is something to watch for sure. Because when he's gotten hurt, we've seen how much the Rams have struggled. They did get Jimmy G in the offseason, so probably the best backup they've had in a while, but something to monitor. Matthew Stafford isn't getting any younger either. So, quarterback, I gave it a B+ for now. Running back, went ahead and gave it a C+. I think with Kyron Williams, that could be a solid committee, could be higher. This is one of the best wide receiver cores in the NFL. They went and got Devontae Adams. I think that is huge for them. Puka Nacua, Tutu Atwell's a nice speedster. Tyler Higbee, a solid tight end. So A-. O-line, C+. Outside of right tackle, there are some questions there for sure. And this defense was middle of the pack last year, 15th in points allowed. I don't think that changes. They didn't do a ton in the offseason, so I went ahead and gave them a C for both front seven and defensive back. So overall, this schedule is middle of the pack, I would say. It's towards the easy. Kind of easy, actually. Yeah. So, Jeffrey, over under 9.5 wins. How many wins do you think the Rams get this season?
So you can already kind of tell where I'm going to go with this. And here's a tell.
Yeah.
Harris has a tell. The less he says about a team, the worse they are. This team is going to get 8 wins this season. The Rams kind of stink.
Wow.
And the problem with Matthew Stafford, all the mystery around what's going on with him, I would not be surprised if Jimmy Garoppolo starts more games than Stafford. I think that something is wrong with Stafford's back that is not going to be solved anytime soon. So this team just got worse. The team is better with Stafford. They're not good with Garoppolo. So I'm going to give them, just because of their easy schedule, 8 wins. Randy?
I'm looking through the schedule, and I don't know that it's that easy. I know they have the Titans, but when you look at them starting off the season, they could go 1-3 real easy, or 2-3 real easy in the first 5 games. I mean, they've got Cleveland on the first game, they've got Nashville, they've got the Titans. So I figure that's 2 wins right there. And no disrespect, I'm not kidding you, but. Then you've got the 49ers. You've got the Colts, which I don't consider to be a bad team. Yeah, I know they've got Danny Dimes, but hear me out. They also are playing against the Eagles, the Super Bowl champs. And I feel like the Colts, although they're probably not going to be world movers, I think there are going to be a team to be reckoned with Daniel Dimes in there, Danny Jones in there. And I feel like even after that, they got to take on the Ravens. Look, I don't think the Rams, even with that great receiving core, are that good. And who do they have as backup? The old Georgia quarterback. What's his name? Seymour McClellan-Henny the third. What's his name?
Jimmy Garoppolo.
No, well, besides him,
Well,
the
you
other
got Stinson
guy.
Bennett and
Stetson
Dressel
Bennett.
Oh, there it
Wynn.
is. Stinson Bennett. There it is, right there. Stinson Bennett the third, junior. You got him to come in. He did pretty good in the preseason, but that's the preseason. So, I mean, really, who do you have? I think the Rams go have 6 wins.
All right, 6 wins from Randy, 8 wins in my opinion. What do you say, Harris?
I think the Rams getting Garoppolo was the best move that they could have made. And I'm not going to say Jimmy G is someone that's going to completely revitalize a franchise, but he's someone that when you put him in there and Matt Stafford gets hurt, he's going to at least deliver and be serviceable. So if Garoppolo was in a really questionable environment, I'd have a lot of concerns. But this is a team that has an all-pro receiver, a Pro Bowl receiver right beside him, a capable O-line, pretty solid running game, but a great coach and one of the best play callers in the league. So regardless of who's going to be out there, it's going to be Stafford, but Jimmy G may start a couple games. I do like the under here. Under 10.5 wins, not even under 9.5, under 10.5 wins is pretty intriguing. 10-7 is where I have them at. Easier schedule, like you said, Jeffrey.
He's hedging his bets by going 10. So you can still say, I was under.
I think actually the under 9.5 can be a good play here because you get that at plus value. So, heck, you could even play that. But this is a kind of similar to where they were last year in terms of record. They were a 10-win team last year. I don't think that changes.
Well, I think we all have our viewpoints on this, and I just feel like Harris's is wrong.
I mean, I could be. I have them losing at Philly, at Baltimore, at Jacksonville, at San Francisco, at Arizona, at Seattle, and at Atlanta. I have them losing to them. And they could easily lose to Detroit, too. Like, they get them at home. They could get swept by San Francisco. They could lose to Tampa.
We still don't know what Detroit is.
And at Carolina, I think people are giving the Panthers a little bit too much hate. Bryce Young towards the end of last year was very, very good. So they go on the road there. They could lose that one. So, man, a tentative 10 wins I have for the Rams. Tentative.
Well, I hope the next bunch of teams are better teams. I feel like we've had a run of we need some good teams now. We need to talk. The good teams on the way, right?
They're coming. They're coming for sure.
All right, so there you go. 32 NFL teams in 32 days here on the Daily Blender. And people are asking about the draft party on the text line. Hefty Lefty says, apologies if this was covered, but we confirmed fantasy draft day and time. Donnie wants to know where the draft is. I'll have an announcement for everybody probably tomorrow on all of that. So hang in there. Swave Dave says, quick question. Is there a way on the sleeper site to view the rest of the leagues other than your own? I don't know about on the sleeper site, but what we have set up, and I don't know if I have put all of them on yet. We have activated leagues. There is a button at 1580thefanatic.com. If you click on the Daily Blender, the three of us up there on the header, and you scroll down, it says Daily Blender Fantasy Football League links. And then you click on that, and then we have all the leagues, linked right there, except for I haven't done 12 through 15 yet. I've just been busy. There's a place you can go if you really want to, if you want to see everybody else's, but no reason to see them just yet. Nothing's happening. Beeve says, boy, Matt Stafford should check his sleep number bed. That is a bad look for that commercial. Yeah, having a bad back does not really go well with the sleep number thing, does it?
No. That's the truth right there.
Yeah.
Moist One says, Jeffrey is cooking. And then later he says, Randy is cooking. So I guess he liked our analysis, mostly because he's a Seahawks fan.
Well, thank you.
And King of Kittens says, Seymour Butts for president.
Absolutely. I mean, why not? I mean,
sure. Hey, Harris, I've got a little bit of college stuff to talk about.
Oh, cool.
Leading into the NFL stuff. Let me ask you just a quick question. Andrew Luck, GM of Stanford. He's the man who's looking over the trees.
Yep.
What do you make of that? Is he doing a good job? He's a smart guy. We all know he's a pretty smart guy. But how's he doing?
Too early to tell, because Stanford was in a massive deficit in their athletic department. So they were going near broke. And Stanford's a tough draw with all the academic requirements. So disadvantage in recruiting, tough situation at first, coming off 2 3-win seasons. Give it time, and I think it'll be as good as it can get for Stanford. But I'd argue that the peak of Stanford football has surpassed.
Well, he's
regardless of who's the GM.
He just got started, and he's fired a coach. He's done some things, and he's trying to get him back to relevant. So, what do you think? Take a couple of years before you even have any idea, right?
I'll put it this way: he's doing as good as he possibly can at the moment, because it's Stanford and Cal are the 2 hardest places to win in Power 4 college football right now. With early signing day, how hard it is to recruit guys to go to that school. Might I tell you? Stanford and Cal, because of the early signing day, can't clear guys in time academically to go to their schools. So remember, Stanford, like 15 years ago, was like winning Orange Bowls, winning the Pac-12. Now, because of the early signing day, they can't clear guys to go to that school. And their athletic department just doesn't get a lot of funding because it's such a Ivy League school, basically. So all the money in the school is going elsewhere, such as, these SEC and Big Ten schools. It's just hard to compete with that.
All right. Another college football headline, and I'm a little angry about it. First, let me just ask you, are there Canadian schools in the NCAA?
Ottawa, I think, but I don't think it's not FBS. I don't know if it's even FCS.
Let me explain why. I saw this headline, and it really pissed me off.
Okay.
CFP selection committee to use enhanced metrics. You know what? We use the imperial measurement system here. We don't use the metric system. So for the CFP selection committee to start using, the metrics like Europe and all them little frou-frou countries and stuff like Canada. Well, by God, this is college football in America, and it just ain't right.
Yeah. So the metrics, they mean analytics. But,
I know, and that angers me too.
Yeah, college football is just more complicated. It's just so complicated. Sometimes you have to have that. So, I know.
You were talking about Canada.
I knew too. I was kidding, I think.
Yeah.
You were.
So basically what happened was the SEC was kind of angry with the committee and Alabama getting left out, Ole Miss and South Carolina. And Miami being ranked ahead of some of those SEC teams was crazy. So I think they're going to have to they're basically itching the committee to use a more strength of schedule relied metric, which I'm actually all for it. It makes sense. It'll incentivize teams to schedule tougher opponents.
Randy, I'll be honest. I thought enhanced metrics meant they would be like, instead of by 10s, by 11s.
I'm sorry, Jeffrey.
I really thought that's what
I should have maybe stopped you. I'm sorry. You were talking about Canada, though, and you know how I feel about Canada.
Well, I'm still angry.
How do you feel about Canada?
I think we all know how I feel about Canada.
You don't like it?
Jeffrey and I in a pickup truck full of our friends and some
axe
handles. I don't know. Yeah.
Just jump in the back. We're taking the country. We're taking Canada.
Take the damn country right over.
Harris, you could drive.
Okay.
So I can get in the back of the truck with the rest of the guys. Just stay in the car. If you know it's good for you. Stay in the car. So, all right. 1 hour left. Let's do some football. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation and a regular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing a lawyer, but getting some guy who just watches courtroom dramas.
How does the defendant plead?
Guilty. Wait, what? Also, objection.
You object to what?
Erroneous.
Counsel, approach the bench.
Hey, can I get a whack at the gavel?
You wouldn't settle for just any lawyer, so don't settle for just any insurance. Get the real deal with State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
To all my friends in Arizona, you don't need Gary Kaltbaum to tell you that your power costs are going up astronomically year after year. Last year, APS had a huge rate increase, which impacted so many families. This year, it's SRP's turn. There is a good chance that the federal solar tax credit, your hard-earned federal tax dollars that you will receive and that pays 30% of your solar system, may be going away at the end of December. But I'm here to tell you about the Solar Sandy solution. Don't regret not going solar now. The Solar Sandy solution strives to achieve zero power bills, or very close to zero. And for over 10 years, my friend Solar Sandy has been helping Arizona families and getting them the federal and state tax credit that helps pay for it. When those bills go up, there's nobody helping you pay your increased power bills. So go to AskSolarSandy.com. That's AskSolarSandy.com and fill out her kilowatt worksheet today. That's AskSolarSandy.com.
KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K257CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM and K240 EU Mountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
It's time for the third hour.
All right, people, settle down because it's time. Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's 5 o'clock here on the Daily Blender. And your good friend, radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. Got Harris Hicks in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, as we broadcast live in the super high-tech and luxurious studios in Scottsdale, Arizona. So I'm looking at our list of 32 NFL teams in 32 days, Harris. And, well, it says that we just did the 10th day. So there's supposed to be 9 working days before the schedule starts, right?
Yeah.
But then I looked at... okay. No, that's right. That's fine. Are we sure we're on schedule?
Should be.
9 more days?
Let's see. Let me count in my head.
I think we're getting it done by Wednesday. I think that's what we're doing. We're getting it done on Wednesday, right?
Should be.
Thursday's the first game, right?
The season starts.
September 4th.
Yeah.
Well, let's see, 8 teams left.
We're going to be done on September 3rd. There's 9
days. We have
9 teams.
We have 9 teams left.
9 teams left, 9 days. We're good. Okay. Just wanted to make sure we were on schedule, because then I didn't want to, like, at the last minute, have to, do 4 teams in one day.
Have you done the sea chickens yet?
No. Not yet.
When you doing
He's
that?
waiting until Ralph is around.
Might come for a special someone.
Ah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you need to do it on Friday when I'm not here, you can if you want. But I'd rather be here because I want to laugh too. 888-368-1580. Donnie, we're not telling you what we said the Vikings record would be, mostly because I don't remember. But, we've already done that show. So Harris and I have started working on putting the clips of each team up on the YouTube.
Yep.
So far, we don't have any done, but we're started. So we've got to really crank those things out.
I sent you 3.
I know. That's why I said we started.
Yeah.
I haven't had time to sit down and mess with it yet.
Yeah, there's a lot more on my computer.
I will try to get a bunch of those put up. Let's keep sending them to me, Harris. Keep sending them. We'll get as many up as we can.
Yeah.
And Donnie, I don't work for you, so bite me. 888-368-1580. So what do you say we talk some football?
All right, let's
do
talk
it.
football.
So be ready to follow the bouncing ball on this one because there's a reason I'm telling you about the Cardinals signing offensive lineman Donovan West. They just signed him. Why?
Yeah.
Well, they need some depth, right? And it's a good thing they got him. It's a good thing they got him. And I'm going to go down and tell you why. Caleb McGarry just got carted off at Falcons practice. He's going to get an MRI. And so that ain't great. Offensive lineman. The Bengals offensive lineman, Cordell Volson, he's out for the season now with a shoulder injury. Falcons offensive tackle, Storm Norton, he's out 6 to 8 weeks after some ankle surgery. The Rams just picked up an offensive lineman, Mike McAllister. The 49ers signed offensive lineman Michael Dunn because they needed some depth. So here, what am I getting at with all this? Boy, are you lucky you got a guy because a lot of offensive linemen are getting hurt and they're going to be out. A lot of teams going to be looking for more guys, and the good guys are going to go fast.
Well, I want to share this. I want to impart this to you, Jeffrey, in case you don't know this. Donovan West is a center, and not only is he a center, but he was the member of the Arizona State Sun Devils for 3 seasons.
That's awesome.
There you go. Hometown guy.
Welcome home, kid.
He started as a freshman at ASU. And then he went off to college.
He went into the draft in 2022, but he went undrafted.
Yeah.
So he played some preseason games, didn't make the team, but since then he was in the UFL. He was with the St. Louis Battlehawks, and he's just been trying to get his opportunity. Well, because they need depth, he's about to get that.
Well, notice what type of guys the Cardinals have gone after in the O-line. Because left tackle, you've got Paris Johnson, who was a stud at Ohio State, got a lot of promise. And right tackle, you've got Jonah Williams, who also was pretty good for the Bengals. And so at center and at the guards, they get Will Hernandez, who played center for a hot minute and is now a right guard on the depth chart. They drafted Hayden Connor, who's a guard from Texas, and Donovan West, who's a center. So the Cardinals' issue, what they're looking at right now is, do we trust our interior offensive line? Because when teams are making crazy moves like this, it typically means the front office is like,
you think Donovan West is a crazy move?
I didn't say crazy moves, crazy amount of moves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Crazy amount of moves like this. Like they've got, this is, what they did in the draft and them signing 2 interior offensive linemen in the last couple weeks right before the season. That is kind of unheard of, or just not unheard of, but not normal behavior.
Well, that means that Monty, who has been doing a great job for this team ever since he replaced old drunky drunk Steve Keim.
Right.
Monty has been doing a great job, and he's noticed that our offensive line is a need. It's a need.
It has been for years.
It's not it's not a want. It's a need, and we need to make sure that Kyler Murray has some throwing lanes and that he's protected. And the guys doing it down there right now are not the guys that are going to be doing it.
Moist One says Chiefs just traded Sky Moore to the 49ers. Well, we knew something was going to go on.
That is an intriguing trade.
What did they get back for him?
Don't know yet. I just saw the headline, so let me see if I can find that. But we knew Sky Moore probably wasn't.
As of 9 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if somebody has some details, we'll let you know. 888-368-1580. And so, all right. Yeah. Got you on that one. Killer Rabbit says, hey, I'm looking forward to another year in Blender 6. So he says, it starts at 10 p.m. out here in Wilmington, North Carolina. I'll be drunk by the first pick. I'll be picking Andrew Luck. Let's go. I actually, what was it? Was it me and Boogie had a bet the year that Andrew Luck retired? He was still on the thing, and we both had to draft him and keep him on our roster. And at the end of the year, and I can't remember how that bet went, but I totally won. Yeah, and he had to wear a T-shirt with my face on it for like a year.
I remember that.
Moist One says pick swap. Yeah, Sky for a 7th and a 6th.
Yeah, so the Niners now.
Sorry, Sky and a 7th traded for a 6th.
Yeah, so the Niners right now are intriguing because Brandon Ayuk He's still recovering from a knee injury. Juwan Jennings, he has a calf injury, and Jordan Watkins, high ankle sprain. And Demarcus Robinson, 3-game suspension. So, like, this receiving core right now has a lot of injuries at the wrong time. So them trading for Sky Moore, first off, what we learned in Kansas City is he probably didn't crack the first string. He probably wasn't going to crack because Kansas City's got a lot of bodies there. So Sky Moore is probably going to play immediately in San Francisco if these injuries keep up.
Yeah, not much of a trade, you know.
No, not a big thing. Just kind of two teams, stuff. What's the word for it? Just moving luggage around.
Moving the chairs.
Yep.
So Von Miller found a microphone, and somebody says, "Hey, who's your favorite quarterback? Who do you think the best quarterback is of all time?" And he says, "Well, you remember." He won a Super Bowl with a guy, and his name was not Tom Brady, but he said, yeah, there's probably going to be a debate about Peyton Manning and Tom Brady about who was the best. And he says, for me, it'll always be Peyton Manning. He changed the quarterback position in terms of changing the play. He wasn't scrambling or doing none of that stuff. He did it with his arm, and it was beautiful, man. Okay, so I think he's biased because that ring on his finger came along with Peyton Manning. And Peyton Manning, for what he was a great quarterback. But even I can't say he was the greatest quarterback of all time. And I'm not sure that you can actually say it's Tom Brady. There may be some other names in there that could go along with Tom Brady, but I don't know if Peyton Manning should be too high on the top 10, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I think Brady, Montana, and Peyton are like the three guys that are well above everyone else.
Yeah, Peyton is probably 3 in that. And then between Tom Brady and Mr. San Francisco, I think it's appropriate for Peyton to not be called the greatest quarterback of all time.
Well, here's the thing about Peyton Manning that you can argue, and you can't for Tom Brady or Joe Montana. Put Peyton Manning in any situation, anything, that team will at least be a playoff contender. Like you wonder, like, what happens to Tom Brady if he doesn't get drafted in New England? Well, it might be a heck of a lot of a different career when you don't have the best defense in the NFL and the best defensive coach possibly in the football game's history. So you say that Montana, he played with the greatest receiver of all time. I think the greatest football player of all time.
You don't think Steve Young should be in there too?
No, because he didn't play enough. He peaked, but
John Elway?
Elway, I wouldn't say he's that type of level. Like, if voter fatigue wasn't a thing, Peyton Manning would be like a 7-8 time MVP. If it wasn't a thing. Like, I think 06, he deserved it. His 04 year might be the greatest season ever. Maybe 07 Brady.
Yeah, regular season.
Yeah.
Regular season.
See, that's the thing. That's what holds Peyton back from, I think, Brady and Montana is just the fact that Peyton had some questionable plays towards the end of stretches at times, and Brady and Montana were just so calm, cool, and collected. And Peyton was too.
Peyton's big deal as far as standing there under center would be reading defenses. The way he would read a defense and change the play, change the line. Very rarely did he go up to the line and call hike and play the play that was actually there. He called more audibles than any human being has ever done. And you trusted him with it because he'd walk up there and see a defense. He knew exactly what you were about to do.
Right.
And he was just really probably the best at that out of, if we say Montana, Brady, and Peyton Manning. Nobody read a defense better than Peyton Manning.
Nobody did,
But that's not what we get judged by. We get judged by championships. And, of course, that's Brady. Some of the games I watched Joe Montana play, I'm like, oh, my God, how can we not say it's him? There's a good case there. I just don't know if we want to add somebody else to this. We got Peyton Manning, Joe Montana, Tom Brady. Feel like somebody else should be listed. Killer Rabbit says John Elway as well.
See, Elway had some questionable years and some losing years before. What's Elway's career, too, if Terrell Davis doesn't show up? We do have to keep that in mind. And I want to go back to Peyton and Tom Brady real fast.
Donnie says Peyton played with Reggie Wayne and Edgerrin James. Stop.
Right, but look what happened in Denver when Peyton Manning joined. Like Denver was like one of the worst passing offenses in the NFL, and he goes to Denver and he instantly throws for like 5,500 yards. Like he changes everything. And I want to give you all this. Okay, what happened? Tom Brady gets hurt 2008. New England goes 11-5 without him. Peyton Manning gets hurt in 2010, 2011. 3-13.
Yeah, but that says more about the team around you, maybe.
It does. It shows you like how important and valuable each player was.
No, I get it.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what I say. Any situation Peyton can go to and be fine. But you're right, though. He did play with Reggie Wayne and Marvin Harrison, 2 Hall of Fame receivers. Like they will be Hall of Fame.
He didn't have much except for a defense when he went to Denver. 8 Mile Mofo says, I hate the Cowboys, but Troy Aikman, maybe he should be in that top 5.
I don't think Aikman's that level.
I was going to say Troy Aikman is in the Hall of Fame, and he played around some great talent too. Let's not forget that. I hear Donnie piping up on the text line.
Yeah.
What Hall of Famer did not play around some great role players, some great other athletes on the team?
Nobody. There's not a same. Football's a team game. And I think if Andrew Luck kept playing his career, you could have argued him as the first one. So
the best at anything will have good people around him.
And I think Aikman was a winner. He's a champion. I get that. But 165 career touchdowns and 141 career picks. I mean, you look at Aikman's numbers and you look at Peyton's and Brady's and Montana's, it's night and day.
Okay, so Peyton, Brady, Montana, who can you put into that same van? Let's say they're all going into the great quarterback van. Load them up. Who else can actually get in the van?
I don't think there's anyone else. I think it's just solely those three.
Are you talking about in the current era? Because there were other quarterbacks that were
like there's a tier.
In history.
There's a tier.
What about Bart Starr? I mean,
maybe
if 5 championships with Green Bay, what do you do with that? I mean,
you could. There was just less teams.
Johnny Unitas.
Johnny U, you
What about
actually
Johnny
could
U?
put him in there. Johnny U, you could put him in that 4. Like
so
Johnny
suck on
U.
that, Donnie. I got 2 in the van from the Colts.
I think you could argue Aaron Rodgers. You could argue him.
You know, I was thinking that earlier. I just didn't want to say it out loud. Young Aaron Rodgers.
Dude, Aaron Rodgers was like a 4-time MVP. I mean, he was unbelievable in some years, man. He did have some losing seasons though. Like he had a couple 6-7 win seasons. Like Manning, Brady, Montana. Those guys were never having losing seasons.
What about Fran Tarkin? Oh my God,
Fran Tarkenton.
Oh yeah,
I wouldn't. He's really good. I just wouldn't put him in that tier.
I know. I just wanted Donnie to hurt.
If you want to go by strictly numbers and Super Bowls, Otto Graham could, or not Super Bowls, but championships. Otto Graham could be mentioned, but it's just a different era.
Can I kick it?
Yes,
you can.
Says Kurt Warner.
No, because Kurt Warner his peak was there. Like 01 Rams, greatest show on turf was
Except
awesome.
for he took the Cardinals to the Super Bowl.
Cardinals tenure was great, but people don't remember the Giants tenure with Kurt Warner. And so his
you can't knock him down just because of the bad times. You have to knock down Peyton Manning too for a year of interceptions.
Well, like I mean, you can his rookie year, but man, like this is greatest quarterbacks ever. Like this is like the top 3.
I mean, what do you do about Kurt?
Get nitpicky there.
What do you do about Kurt with the greatest show on turf, the Los Angeles, or not Los Angeles, St. Louis Rams?
Well, Rand,
when he was there,
you just said it out loud because he had the greatest show on turf. He had some amazing wide receivers and he had a running back that was great. I mean, he had some really great pieces around him. So, I mean, even better than what some of these other guys might have had sometimes.
Yeah, 2002 through 2007, Kurt Warner was 13-29 as a starter. So that's where, like, when you're talking greatest quarterbacks ever, we got to consider everything in their body of work. I know diss to Kurt Warner, he's a Hall of Famer, but Manning, Brady, Montana, those guys weren't having.
No, I hear you loud and clear. No,
Sorry,
no,
Randy.
that's okay. It's all right.
8 Mile Mofo says, "Wait, what? Dan Marino, Drew Brees."
Brees, here's my thing about Drew Brees. Was there ever a time for more than one season where Drew Brees was the best quarterback in football? Like outside of the Super Bowl winning year, was there ever a time where he was the best quarterback in football?
We don't need to talk about that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Killer Rabbit says Daniel Jones is going in the van. I will blow the van up. I will set it on fire. Beer Nuts says, who did Tom Brady have as a Hall of Famer?
Rob Gronkowski, Wes Welker, Randy Moss.
The dude who hung himself.
That's three. Yeah, not a Hall of Famer.
Aaron Hernandez.
That's three Hall of Famers right there, and the O line too, and the defense. The coach. McDaniel's a heck of an OC, not a great head coach. But
Son of a bitch.
I know. Yeah. So Brady had a lot around him.
So Von Miller also said this about number 18. And this is actually something that I was actually happy to hear, because you never really know who somebody is, right?
Yeah.
You see who they are on the TV, but you don't really have a for sure idea. And it was nice to hear this because it's the first time I've heard it. But Von Miller said about Peyton Manning that he's very, very humble. Which I am surprised at, because his little persona kind of is cocky, in the way he messes with his brother and what they do on TV.
Right.
But he says he knew every single guy in the facility, whether it was the janitors or the coaches. He had a personal relationship with everybody. He was truly the first person in the building. Whenever you pulled up, you'd see his Buick there because he had that Buick deal. I had a fundraiser event for Von's Vision, and he was there. He was all about his guys, all about his teammates. Well, that's nice to hear, isn't it?
Yeah.
He didn't have to tell that story, but there he is.
Heck yeah, that's nice to hear.
It's nice when you see with people on the TV, and almost every time another athlete comes out and they got this big personality, and you're like, "Oh, I like this guy."
Yeah.
Ooh, please don't blow it. Please don't become the guy who sexually assaults somebody or does something they shouldn't. Remember Zeke Elliott? We're like, he's pretty. He's an interesting guy there. I hope he's one of the good ones. Nope. Patrick Mahomes just sitting there like, oh, and he's hung in there pretty good. He has turned out to be, even through familial, sort of
issues.
Yeah.
He's one of the good ones. So,
by the way, down the road, Mahomes will be in that van. I'll bet you he'll be in.
I was wondering if anybody was going to bring up Mahomes for that, but I think that he doesn't get enough credit for what he's done yet, which is really shocking. He's got 3 Super Bowl rings, right?
Right. I just wouldn't put him in there yet if he keeps doing what he's been doing.
Peyton Manning has 2 Super Bowls. Patrick Mahomes has 3.
Right, but Peyton Manning also has a massive, way bigger body of work too.
Sure,
so, I mean, you look at like passing yards.
You
and
can't give.
totals.
You can't just sleep on Patrick Mahomes. He's been in the league more years than you think. You look at him and you think he's still a kid, but he's not.
I think he's going to be in that van.
Chief Skull says, Harris, how dare you disparage Drew Brees?
I love Drew Brees. This is just, it's such a high top of the line conversation when we're saying greatest quarterback, like the greatest quarterback ever. I think Brees is right in that tier after Brady, Manning, and Montana. He's in that tier of great ones. I don't know if you could put him in that tier of those 3.
Beer Nuts has the last word. He says, but Moss didn't win a Super Bowl with a Hall of Famer. Welker's not a Hall of Famer.
Welker, you could argue, is a Hall of Famer. And Randy Moss, using Super Bowls to evaluate how good receivers are truly, there's so much that goes on in the game of football more than just the wide receiver. So it's a team award to judge a player. So I don't agree with that. Randy Moss is one of the best to ever do it.
He's got a great first name.
Yeah.
Darn right.
Wes Welker?
Welker? What about him?
Has a great first name?
Oh.
No, Randy Moss.
Oh, Randy Moss. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I was
Randy
thought
Moss.
we were talking about.
He's got a Hall of
Crazy
Fame
Eyes Welker.
first name. No.
Well, Welker got weird after he got the concussions, didn't he?
Well, yeah.
At least he didn't get violent, but he was weird.
He's a coach now. Wes Welker.
Where?
He's a coach now. I don't know. I think
high school, probably. I hope nothing else.
Yeah.
Moist One says Welker is arguably not a Hall of Famer. What? Says Moist One.
Yeah, Wes Welker is a Hall of Famer. I don't know why. I mean,
he says he was one of the heads in the 3-headed monster right there. Randy Moss, Rob Gronkowski, Wes Welker.
Yeah.
Moist One came with a graphic. Do you have a graphic?
What?
Do you have a graphic, Harris?
Not yet, no.
Then Moist One is correct.
I don't know, 903 career receptions for Wes Welker. That's a lot.
I mean, how do you argue that?
That's a lot. He's a 2-time first-team All-Pro, man. 2-time first-team All-Pro.
I hate you so much right now, Rough Rob. I hate you so much. Not as much as like Donnie, but I hate you so much for this comment. Officially, the Colts are the new Browns and will probably be acquiring a quarterback from the Browns.
No. Don't read into that,
He's
Jeffrey.
probably right. That's why I hate him so much right now.
Shedeur Sanders coming to Indianapolis.
Watch us win a Super Bowl with Shedeur Sanders.
Shedeur Sanders.
And I'm just gonna like the entire season. I'll be like this the entire time. I don't even care.
Yeah.
I
do
let's
it the
take
whole time.
a break. We come back. Let's talk more football. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Huh? What? The Daily Blender is on social media. Follow us on Facebook, X, and Instagram. Search 1580 The Fanatic or link to us at 1580thefanatic.com.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Progressive knows if you have to choose between everyday life and your boat, boat wins.
What are you going to do? Take the boat out for a spin or go mail something? Boat wins! Are we cleaning the patio or taking the boat out fishing? Boat wins! Are we skipping that eye exam to go sailing? Boat wins!
Rescheduling eye exams can be a nightmare.
All right, fine. Eye exam, then boat. Yeah!
With Progressive, you can bundle your boat with your home or auto and save with a discount and spend more time enjoying those savings on your boat. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states and situations.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing a lawyer, but getting some guy who just watches courtroom dramas.
How does the defendant plead?
Guilty. Wait, what? Also, objection.
You object to what?
Erroneous.
Counsel, approach the bench.
Hey, can I get a whack at the gavel?
You wouldn't settle for just any lawyer, so don't settle for just any insurance. Get the real deal with State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Screen time's over.
Be home by 11?
Put your phone down while reading.
When parents set boundaries, keep track of where their kids go, and talk to them about the dangers of underage drinking and drugs, they keep their kids safe. Visit TalkNowAZ.com. Be the influence. Talk early. Talk often. Talk now.
Thanks. Thank you.
Muchas gracias.
This message is sponsored by Substance Awareness Coalition Leaders of Arizona.
Hey everybody, it's Mark Asher back to tell you about my great friends at the Lund Mortgage Team. Did you know that the Lund Mortgage Team was founded back in 1999? That's right. They're celebrating 25 years in existence this year. And you know what you have to do to stay in business that long? You have to be good at what you do. And the Lund Mortgage Team is not just good, they are great. They have helped thousands of people save thousands of dollars over those 25 years here in the Valley of the Sun. They only lend in Arizona, and they're mortgage brokers, which means they can shop your rate around. They're not tied to just one set of rates. Mortgage rates can get crazy. They can get high. They can get low. There's good times to strike, and there's times to stay on the sideline. Let the Lund Mortgage Team be your coach, be your team leader when it comes to these huge decisions. Call 623-875-9940. That's 623-875-9940, or you can always check them out at lundmortgage.com. Great website with all the tools you need. Call them today. They're my great friends, and you'll love them. It's the Lund Mortgage Team.
Nick Costos breaks down the biggest matchups, checks on the latest line movements, and keeps you up to date with the futures market. You Better You Bet is a show that features the brightest minds in the sports betting world. Interviews from headliners, insights and information on what plays you might want to consider and which ones to steer clear of. You Better You Bet with Nick Costos. Weekdays noon till 3 on Arizona Sports Betting Station, 1580 The Fanatic, and at 1580thefanatic.com.
Today, Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. Randy, we have not heard from Sun Devil Raul in quite some time.
Yeah, no kidding.
And yet here he is. He says, Moist One does not think Wes Welker is hot enough to deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. Which Hall of Fame do you think we're talking about? Where hot? I don't.
like
We're talking about the Football Hall of Fame,
not Moist One's Hall of Fame.
Yeah, not his weird Hall of Fame where he's got pictures of these guys on his wall and he's cut out pictures of himself and taped them next to it like a crude Photoshop.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's making the case, but Moist One actually says Edelman's better. Edelman's better than Wes Welker. Oh, I don't know about that.
No way. No way.
Well, one thing about Moist One, and I will say this: when he comes with a take like that, he usually comes prepared with stats that will show him that he is right about his comment.
So
we'll see the stats.
Well, Wes Welker's got 300 more career receptions.
There you go.
Wes Welker's got 3,000 more career yards.
There you go.
He's got 2 first-team All-Pro appearances. Edelman has not made a single All-Pro team. I don't think it's a debate. I think Edelman's good, but I don't think
he was in the right places at the right time, but he didn't really throw the
Look,
stats
Edelman,
that Welker did.
He was a
Edelman's a
key
stud,
player. You're right, Jeffrey. He was a key player when they needed him the most.
Edelman, absolutely. Yeah, good way of saying it.
So I don't know how old this news is, but the Vikings are trading veteran nose tackle Harrison Phillips to the Jets for a 2026 6th-round pick and a swap of picks in 2027. So the Vikings unloading Harrison Phillips.
So it's that kind of week, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
This last week of preseason, when these guys they're whittling down their rosters. And there's guys that they're like, this guy, if he, I can't keep him on the team. I want to, but maybe we can trade him and get something for him.
Yeah, the Minnesota just went in. They got Javon Hargrave. They got Jonathan Allen. So basically,
it's crowded.
Yeah, it's crowded. So they're just, like we said before with the 49ers, they're just moving around some luggage.
Sandoval Raul says that both Edelman and Wes Welker deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. Edelman was way better than Wes Welker as a player, but Welker had longevity. Well, he had stats,
But
too.
Welker also peaked better. Like, Welker led the whole NFL in receptions twice, man. Like, Wes Welker's underrated. He's one of the more underrated players to play. I mean, if people are comparing him to Edelman.
Lacrosse guy says, and the Vikings have male cheerleaders. No, that guy was traded also. They've traded the male cheerleader. He's been traded.
Oh.
So. Buffalo
Just
Mike
moving around some
says,
luggage, I guess.
guys, Wes Welker belongs in the Hall of Very Good. A good comp is Brandon Stokely. Rod Smith belongs in the Hall before Welker. I mean, look at his numbers.
Yeah.
I like that. The Hall of Very Good.
Yeah.
I love that term. I have used that term before.
The HOV lane. He's in the HOV.
Yeah, the Hall of Very Good. Rod Smith is a really good. He is I think the microcosm of the Hall of Very Good. I still think Welker has an argument. He's borderline, but I think he has an argument to be a Hall of Famer. Edelman is in the Hall of Very Good.
We're gonna have to hire another guy for the show. You know that?
What makes you say
Why is that?
Well, I mean, listen, Harris is a sports expert. Nobody's going to say he's not.
Yeah.
But we may need a fact checker. Not for Harris, but for the texters. Harris is going to go blind, having to strain his eyes on his phone, fact checking everything that comes down the line.
Yeah.
I think we need somebody all they do is do the fact checking. Beer Nut says Wes Welker is not a Hall of Famer. Tom Brady's the only quarterback to win a Super Bowl without a Hall of Fame running back. I need a fact check on that.
I think that's true.
Look at every. Wait a second. So you're telling me
without
that the
ever
Chiefs have a Hall of Fame running back? Patrick Mahomes won 3 Super Bowls, and I don't think at any time did he have a Hall of Fame quality running back.
Well, not yet. I mean,
there was never a guy on there.
Well, that's an indictment on what he had around him because the Patriots always had great running back by committees. They had a bunch. They didn't have a Hall of Fame running back, but they had a bunch of just really solid running backs that they just used super well. Indy, though, after Edgar and James retired, Indy was kind of looking and searching for running backs, and they couldn't necessarily find them. So I don't know. He might be. I'm trying to think of others.
Lacrosse guy says Super Bowl catch. That's right. The greatest Super Bowl catch ever. Edelman was a total gamer. The Hood Man loved him.
So Tom Brady. All right. Here's some of the running backs that he played with. He had Corey Dillon.
Corey Dillon was really good. Yeah.
James.
Hall of Fame? No.
James
Hall of
White.
Very good. Yeah. James White was good. Yeah.
Not good.
Very good receiver.
Not good. Kevin Falk.
Solid, but
Not
Danny,
Hall of Fame.
No, none of
Danny
these guys are
Woodhead.
Great name. Not Hall of Fame.
Danny
Great
Woodhead.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are a few that I've looked up that I'm trying to find more. But
the fact you have to strain to remember is
Yeah.
all you need to know.
What about
Tom Brady did not have a Hall of Fame running
What
back.
about Brett Favre?
Brett Favre wasn't a running back.
Did he play with the Hall of Fame running back?
I know.
Come
I'm
on,
just
Green.
messing
Oh. Okay. I wonder if that's true. I'm trying to think if that's
It's not. It's not
legitimately-
true. That
I
is
don't know
not
if
a
that is
true statement.
Okay.
8 Mile Mofo says for a slot wide receiver, he deserves the Hall of Fame.
Welker. I mean, he played his role perfectly. Like, he led the whole NFL in receptions twice. He's a first-team All-Pro multiple times. Like,
Moise one says Edelman's better. Wes Welker's not making that catch in the Super Bowl versus the Falcons. Okay, so Edelman is a jughead. He's a jarhead. He's like a Marine. If you want to give a military designation to some of these players, Edelman will go up and not care if he lands on his head. He puts his body out there and doesn't care. That's what made up the difference for his height, his aggressiveness, his ability to just exert his will. But you can't say Wes Welker wouldn't make the catch, but
yeah, we don't know that.
I don't know if that makes Edelman better. Quiet Cannon says, how about Matthew Stafford? Who was his Hall of Fame running back?
Dude,
Well,
Matthew
that would
Stafford.
be on the Rams when he
Matthew-
won a Super Bowl.
Really?
Yeah, I think we're done here. 888-368-1580. And Moist One says, I'm just being inflammatory. Sun Devil Raul says, heck, you guys don't even know. We used to have a pro lacrosse team here. We did?
Really?
Well, I don't know. He says, lacrosse guy is a funny name. Hey, lacrosse guy, did you know we used to have a pro lacrosse team in Arizona? You know, the indoor lacrosse? How long ago was that, Sun Devil Raul? And I'm sure lacrosse guy would know. Lacrosse guy is a very serious lacrosse guy. He's a lacrosse coach as well.
The Arizona Sting.
Yeah, lacrosse guy says, of course I knew.
did you say Arizona Stink?
Yeah, the Arizona Stink.
Sting.
What an appropriate name for a professional team here in Arizona.
Must have been down by, down by the dispensaries.
Arizona Stink.
Finding Wampa.
I could hear the ads now. Come out this Friday and get stinky with the Arizona Stink.
It's actually pretty good marketing. Finding Wampa, before I read your text, I have to ask you a question. On the Premier League, you changed your team name to the Fighting Wampas, but you put an apostrophe. So, like, it's the Fighting Wampas what? The Fighting Wampas wallet? The Fighting Wampas car? The Fighting Wampas what? You can't put an apostrophe unless you're designating an actual thing. And it's bugging me and my OCD to see your name on there with the apostrophe. And it would seem you've done that on purpose. I have questions and I want an answer.
Yeah.
But
That's
here's
the
his text. now.
Possessive S. Yes.
So what I'm hearing Triple H say is the Patriots had a bunch of running backs that belong in the Hall of Fame. Very solid. The Hall of Very Solid. Yeah, he did keep saying, oh, that's a solid guy. Oh, that's a good guy. That's a solid guy, but not Hall of Fame.
The Hall of guys that did their job.
The HOVS, the Hall of Very Solid.
The Hall. Yeah. See what? Let me make sure I get my point across. The Patriots put the right pieces around Brady to be great, right? And football's a team game, and New England reaped the rewards. Tom Brady didn't have a Hall of Fame running back, but New England didn't need to have a Hall of Fame running back because they had so many good running backs, right? So, yeah, that's my point.
So a lacrosse guy, of course, knows about the Sting playing in lacrosse 2004 to 2008. And then he showed me, he's showing us a logo for the Sting. And I'm going to show you that now.
All right.
It's It's a little confusing as logos go. If you glance at it, you're not going to immediately get what the hell it is, but it's a scorpion holding a lacrosse stick.
Ooh, that looks like such a 2004 logo. Like that is such a vintage logo. That would sell in a thrift store. Just saying.
I feel like we probably needed a better logo. I think that's what probably took
Right.
the entire lacrosse team down was this logo.
Yeah, the Arizona Sting. Yeah.
Very cool, though. Thanks for sharing that.
I don't see where that's anywhere on there that it says or exemplifies stink. It looks like a scorpion, and they have the stinger. So it's like the sting, not
They
stink.
must have misspelled it, Randy.
Sun Devil Raul says Brad Stanky takes offense to that joke, Randy.
Brad Stanky?
Yeah. Calling him the stank. Moist one
No, I
says
said
Ben Jarvis
stink.
Green Ellis is a Hall of Fame name right there.
Yeah,
just
yeah,
for the name by
sure.
itself.
Yeah, just the
popped in
damn
my
name.
head, yeah.
Killer Rabbit says Fighting Wampa's kitties. I don't know what we're saying anymore.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, you admonished him on the radio airwaves that he used an apostrophe S, and then you asked him, "Fighting Wampa's what? Wallet, shoes, money clip?"
He's going to call
What?
them kitties. I don't think he
And
calls them
so
kitties.
he's saying it's
Well,
the
it's Killer Rabbit
Fighting-
saying that, not him.
Fighting Wampa's kitties.
Killer Rabbit, you can't name somebody else's team. This whole show's been just weird as hell. hasn't it?
It is. It's one of those days, man. One
All
of those
right, well,
shows.
let's get closer to being done with it. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
The Daily Blender is streamed live on YouTube. Search 1580 The Fanatic to watch.
Chronic migraine is 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more.
Botox, onabotulinum toxin A, prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine before they start. It's not for those with 14 or fewer headache days a month. It prevents on average 8 to 9 headache days a month versus 6 to 7 for placebo.
Prescription Botox is injected by your doctor. Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, including ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
Why wait? Ask your doctor, visit BotoxChronicMigraine.com or call 1-800-44-BOTOX to
To all my friends in Arizona, you don't need Gary Kaltbaum to tell you that your power costs are going up astronomically year after year. Last year, APS had a huge rate increase, which impacted so many families. This year, it's SRP's turn. There is a good chance that the federal solar tax credit, your hard-earned federal tax dollars that you will receive and that pays 30% of your solar system, may be going away at the end of December. But I'm here to tell you about the Solar Sandy solution. Don't regret not going solar now. The Solar Sandy solution strives to achieve zero power bills, or very close to zero. And for over 10 years, my friend Solar Sandy has been helping Arizona families and getting them the federal and state tax credit that helps pay for it. When those bills go up, there's nobody helping you pay your increased power bills. So go to AskSolarSandy.com. That's AskSolarSandy.com and fill out her kilowatt worksheet today. That's AskSolarSandy.com.
We could tell you what it's like to drive the Nissan Rogue and tell you all about its performance capabilities, like its VC turbo engine, its impressive fuel economy. Still going. It's I can go virtually anywhere type of freedom. Nice. But you don't have to take our word for it. Go drive it for yourself. You're up. Experience the power of the Nissan Rogue.
drive the Nissan Rogue. Now get 0% APR financing for 60 months on the 2025 Nissan Rogue. Visit your local Nissan store at nissanusa.com today.
For well-qualified buyers, excludes S-Trim. Example, 0 down payment, 60 months financing at $1,667 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary. Subject to Nissan Motor Acceptance Corporation credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Ends 8/4/25.
What a time we live in. Self-driving cars, AI writing emails for us, complete meals that get delivered to our door. You can even listen to your favorite Fanatic radio shows for free. Ah, yes, it truly is the greatest time to be alive. Download the free 1580 The Fanatic app. Get it wherever you get your favorite apps today.
Dave Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic. Randy, I don't know if you heard,
Yes,
but
yes.
Ronnie Rundell Jr., that stuntman who, remember the Pink Floyd cover, Wish You Were Here, 1975,
Yeah. Oh,
the
yeah,
dude on
yeah.
fire?
Yeah, that was him.
That guy died. He passed away at the age of 88.
What did he pass away of?
He drowned, oddly.
He drowned?
No, I just made that up.
Ah.
He is dead, though. I don't
He's
know.
dead.
I don't know. He
death.
died of, probably just died of 88. That's
Died of
I don't
death.
know.
He had it
Yeah,
coming.
Yep, totally had it coming for sure. There's some more moves that have happened in the NFL. The Broncos have traded wide receiver Devon Vale to the Saints for a 4th and a 7th. Vikings have traded defensive tackle Harrison Phillips and a 7th to the Jets for 2 6-rounders. We talked about it earlier. And the Browns have traded Jawan Briggs, a defensive tackle, to the Jets, along with a 7th in exchange for a 6th.
Wow.
And we told you earlier about Sky Moore going to the Niners. So
Jets really fortifying that offensive or
Yeah.
that defensive line.
Thank
aren't they?
you, Adam Schefter.
Makes Pat Bryant interesting in fantasy. That Broncos receiver, he was competing with the spot for Devon Vele in training camp, and seemingly he won. So the rookie from Illinois caught a lot of Luke Altmaier's touchdowns there. Should be aware. I think he could be pretty good there.
Something else to be aware about, Lamar Jackson reportedly is okay. Yeah, he got stepped on in practice. He left practice early out of caution. They checked him out. He's fine. So
What are these guys
do
doing?
not worry.
Hitting and tackling the quarterback.
Yeah,
What are
one
these
rule.
guys doing?
One rule
You
in
don't
preseason
hit
practice.
the quarterback. What are we
Right.
doing out here?
Stupid.
Jiminy Christmas.
The old Peyton Manning rule.
Problem is if I don't know if it was an O-line backing up accidentally stepped on him, or I guess he got knocked down when he was in the pocket during a drill. I think that's what it was,
in
but I don't
the-
know who stepped on him.
Oh, I got cheesy pizza, everybody. The guy's wearing a different jersey and everything.
Fighting Wump is upset now.
Oh, boy.
Fighting Wampa says, I was under the assumption that proper English would not be part of the fantasy league. The
Oh, yeah, it
apostrophe
is.
is the result of poor decisions in high school English class.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. And
I
if
think you have
wanna-
to keep it now.
If you want to see Jeffrey lose a screw, you go ahead and go ahead and print something out that doesn't make sense grammatically or using proper English, proper punctuation. That is a necessity.
I'm not super strict. I'm not super duper strict. I'm not like a punctuation Nazi
but
or nothing.
It causes screws to fall out of your head.
I don't know if that's true. But
No, it is.
If
No,
I
it is.
notice something obvious, it's not
Yeah.
like I always use the proper punctuation,
Mm.
But there's some circumstances, like if you're texting somebody, nobody cares. I get the worst texts on the text line, and if the punctuation's not right, I'm fine. If it's a run-on sentence, well, that makes it hard. But
Yeah.
sometimes I'm like, guys, a little punctuation would be nice.
At least throw in some commas, man.
Just something to break up the sentence so I know where to pause.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not that much of a stickler. But there's
bet-
just some things that do rub me the wrong way.
I bet Harris could. I bet he's an excellent English gentleman. I bet he uses proper punctuation and uses great grammar at all
Yes,
times.
there's always an apostrophe in y'all. Anytime he's emailed or texted y'all. In fact,
Yeah,
I hear
see?
it. I hear the punctuation.
Oh,
when
yeah.
he says it.
Oh yeah, y'all.
I do.
Yeah.
I do like to use good grammar when I
Mm.
email. Yeah, but when I text, like Jeffrey said,
Do
it's
you
all right.
put periods and commas in your texts?
Sometimes, mostly.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Then you're a world champion, my friend.
Ah.
A world damn champion.
Why? Thank you.
I'm
Randy.
not as picky as Randy's making me out to be.
Well, he's not picky.
But
I'm
Fighting
just saying,
Wampas doesn't
uh,
need an apostrophe.
You see the OCD right there. That's what
Little bit.
happens.
I am
That's
OCD.
light OCD. Light OCD.
Okay. All right.
It is light.
He's light.
It's
Give
not
me
as
a
bad.
calendar. Give me a calendar, and I'll work out the damn regions and where everybody should be. Yeah,
That's not
he's a
OCD
light
and
OCD.
it's a
guy.
little OCD.
Would you call yourself OCD, Jeffrey?
I'd say it's OCD adjacent or OCD light.
All right.
I'd call him
Like,
OCD plus.
I can get over it. You know what I'm saying? But I see things and I'm like, yeah, I kind of want to fix that. Like if I come to your house, I'm straightening pictures.
There might not be much pictures to straighten up.
Well, I mean, if
honestly,
you're
in my
not
house.
paying attention, I'm straightening pictures. But if there's a lot of people around, I'll see a crooked. I won't do it. I can control it. It's not like I'm out of control. But if I'm walking down the hall towards the bathroom and I look over, I'm like, oh, that's wrong. There you go.
See,
okay,
I have learned more from this man
Mm.
in all the years I've spent with him. I feel like I've got a college education just by hanging around this guy.
Well, you're exaggerating. My OCD is not that out of control.
No, I didn't mean. I wasn't saying OCD, but I mean he does. He corrects punctuation and spelling on a regular basis. My wife should be a proofreader for a publisher or a video company or so. She can pick out, like, we're watching TV and I'm brain dead and I'm just kind of zoning out. And she says there were 2 words in that right there that was misspelled. See,
Dude,
Jeffrey
if you're
would be like
paid to
that.
put it up on the screen, get
See
it
what I mean?
right.
For
See what I
sure,
mean?
for
Especially
sure,
if it's the news.
See what I mean? Right there.
There, yeah, you need to get that crap right. It's a very
Bam.
low bar, okay? I mean, you look at the USA Today, that's a newspaper for people with a 6th grade education. But let's be honest, they're writing it with a 4th grade education.
Oh, yeah.
At least get the punctuation right,
Yeah.
huh?
At least capitalization and periods.
It
Can
does
we just
bug
start
me.
there with the basics?
It really bugs me when there's no capitalization and comma. It's just all like off. It does. I look at it. I'm like, oh.
So here's the
can't do
thing.
it.
Text messages, it's the Wild West. Do what you want. Doesn't matter who
Sure.
cares.
Yeah, me.
An
yeah.
email, if it's to a friend, fine, whatever. But if it's a professional thing, make an effort.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
Oh, yeah. Everybody should have Grammarly. It's free, and it will help you.
I don't even know what Grammarly is.
Grammarly is a free software, AI writing software that will correct your spelling
Yeah.
and correct your punctuation, and you
Sad.
don't have to pay anything.
No,
you don't have
that's sad.
to pay anything.
You know what?
Okay.
You don't have to pay anything for was the public education you got, which was the bare minimum, which should have you do it without having to use Grammarly. You should
Yes.
know these things.
Yes, you are 100% right. But every time I see the commercial on TV, and I'm like, dear God, there are a 1,000 people that could use this Grammarly, and it's free.
To Randy's point, right now the caps lock and the letter A are not working on my computer. I don't know why the keyboard.
You
just
can't get
broke.
angry at anybody.
Yeah, so I use Grammarly or like ChatGPT or something to be like, fix the grammar issues, and it just fixes it. It adds the
Harris.
A's and it adds the caps lock and all that, and it helps.
Take
So-
your computer to Best Buy and let them fix it.
I know it's just costs money. It's
Or
just decent amount of money, and so I'm trying to put it off. But
Tell you what, help yourself to any of the computers on the desks in the sales bin. Nobody's using them.
Yep, I
Just take
probably
it.
will. Just take it.
Put it in the
Really?
car. Just take it home.
Are you serious?
No.
I was about to be like, are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. I was
No,
going to
but-
call my parents and friends. Guys, look what I got. Just got a free computer.
yeah,
and a record.
Yeah.
I'm sure we could probably help you out with a computer, Harris. You could also do, what you could do, Harris? Why haven't you thought of this?
Yeah.
You're such a smart kid. Why haven't you thought of this? Grab a keyboard with a USB.
Yep.
Plug it into your computer.
Yep.
And it will work immediately and you'll be fine.
I've thought of it. I just don't have a keyboard at the
Grab
moment.
now that you can grab. Grab a keyboard from one of the desks and take it.
don't take
You-
the one out of my office.
Yeah, don't touch anything in there. Or my
Okay.
office.
That just made my day.
Yeah, borrow a
Thank y'all
keyboard
so much.
and you're fine. I would take the one out of Ron's office and leave a note telling him you did it.
I'm going to say Clammy Goose did it. Here you go. Sorry, Ron. Clammy Goose broke in.
Yeah.
Killer Rabbit says, so if I misspelled the killer rabbits and put ribbits, would I need a frog as my mascot?
Oh my God.
It would make sense. Fighty Wampa, who's now taking to calling me O'Brien. Oh, I see where we are now.
Yeah.
He's in the Premier League and he's really feeling cocky.
Oh, yeah.
He says, all right, O'Brien, I'll add kitties after Wampas and it'll make everything good. Yeah, okay. Deflated Balls said, I presume the Fighting Wampas referred to the associated possessive and thus meant team.
Deflated balls.
You know what? Deflated Balls, that's actually pretty good. The Fighting Wampas.
But would it be an
nicely
apostrophe?
thought, but it still bothers me.
Yeah. Would it be an apostrophe, though? The Fighting Wampas, I don't think would be an apostrophe, would it?
Well, it depends, Randy. If it's
the Fighting Wampas.
If it's just the Fighting Wampas, then that's fine. But if it is Fighting Wampas something object, then you add the apostrophe S because
See?
it's possessive.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But
Yeah,
even
right.
what he's saying is with nothing there, you could still have the apostrophe because it's saying this is the Fighting Wampas.
This is what
a
me and
group
Jeffrey
of Wampa have
Sure,
come
but
together,
no,
and
but
now
it's still incorrect because you're
yeah.
not defining what the Fighting Wampas with apostrophe refers to.
It has to be
So
possessive.
there.
Yeah, this is what Jeffrey and I have in common. The OCD.
You know,
I
I'll
can
start
see
doing.
it.
I'm just going to start blocking you, mofo's. I'm just going to do it because I can't spend this much time thinking about it.
Gonna turn this thing into an English class.
I'm gonna launch
Hey.
Fighting Wampa's ass out of the Premier League and into the ether.
And there you go.
There you go.
Not really Fighting Wampa. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time now for On This Date in Big George's sports history. Back in the year 1938, in front of about 10,000 people attending a Saturday morning publicity stunt organized by the Come to Cleveland Committee, 5 members of the Cleveland Indians attempted to set a record by catching a baseball thrown from the top of a 708-foot terminal tower. 24-year-old rookie third-string catcher Henry Helf caught the ball. Yeah, from a 52-story structure.
Yeah.
And that ball, by the time it got to him, was going 138 miles an hour.
Better damn believe catchers always rule.
I don't know what the hell he had in that glove to keep it from hurting, but he got it. And it broke
it hurt. Yeah.
the record of Gabby Street from 1908, 30 years earlier, who caught a ball while he was a Washington Senator catcher. It was dropped from 555 feet from the Washington Monument.
Wow, I feel like that could have ended so horribly. You had me on the edge of my seat. I was like, is he going to die?
I'm just really glad they've stopped doing this.
Yeah, well, people still do it. I think on YouTube, some people have done it.
Dude, perfect. But outside of that.
Right. Yeah, it's dangerous, and baseball's hurt. Those things hurt, man.
Yeah, Sun Devil Raoul. I can't read it that way. It's not his name. It's not his name. It's not. It's deflated balls, not empty balls.
Yeah.
Deflated balls is that's up there for funniest name.
Can I tell you who writes the longest run-on sentences on the planet?
Yeah.
Donnie.
Big George.
Really?
Most often than not, these On This Date in Big George's sports history, as you see it written right here. This one wasn't as bad, but look how those are all one sentence each.
No
These are
way, are you
big
kidding me?
sentences. Yeah, I always
trying to
break
read
it on
that.
the period, but for him, it looks like 3 paragraphs. That's 3 sentences right there.
Oh boy.
Yesterday's
Wow.
was 2 giant paragraph sentences. There were just 2 periods on the
Dude.
entire page.
Sentence should be only, hey man, you just need a subject and a verb.
But you know
That's
what?
it.
The lawyer, I can't say those aren't proper sentences, though.
No, that's-
they're
that's
long
true.
ass sentences.
Oh, it's
but
like
they're
those
proper sentences.
Do lawyers typically write long sentences?
They're
Yes.
long-winded, you know that.
Long-winded because there's
Oh,
just
yeah.
a lot. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
context. Yeah.
For all your times of being arrested, you should know
Oh yeah.
that.
You should know that.
Ha 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 ha. Well,
Oh,
I
you
will.
haven't told your dad?
Once I take this computer, yeah, I have some issues. I may be giving Big George a call.
Yeah, well, you'll never get off the phone. He's very long-winded. So, everybody, we'll see you in your radios tomorrow at 3. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.